Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live, the second stream of the evening. Now though, we bring you some Premier League action. We saw earlier the Euro 2024 draw, England getting handed a lovely draw, but now we return to the top flight of English football, the Premier League, where we'll be watching Newcastle versus Manchester United. It's a very exciting game, this. Personally, I can't wait for it. Harry, are you excited?
Yeah, I think this should be a really good game, and it's going to give us some action either way. You know, it's really going to depend on whether United can give Newcastle a fight. Either way, as we say, there's going to be goals, there's going to be action. It's going to be a fun one to watch.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm on board with everything you've said there. I think also we know Newcastle are one of the most exciting teams in the league, and they're playing against United, who are a complete chaos, a complete roulette spin every single time you watch them. So we could be in for United getting another jamming 1-0 win. We could be in for them losing 5-0. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. Gary says in chat, could be a good game. Good to see you, Gary. Welcome, mate. And yeah, I'm buzzing for it. Hopefully, we are trekked to a good match. Shall we look at the lineups?
Yes, we should.
It feels weird. We streamed earlier. We didn't have to do lineups for the Euro 2024 draw, but now we do. We are, of course, at St James's Park for this evening's game, and we'll start with the home side as always. In between the sticks, Nick Pope. No surprises there. The back four very similar to recent games. Trippier, captain of Lascelles, Sharp, and Tino Livramento. Still no Dan Burn. Back from injury, still no Sven Bottom back from injury, but Lascelles, very impressive recently, scored last time out against Chelsea. And then for the three, we've got the prodigy that is Lewis Miley, been on the topic of everyone's conversation, a lot of discourse around him this weekend. He's been brilliant in recent games, and he'll be hoping to provide that again today for Newcastle, alongside Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton. In the front three, Almiron, Isak, Gordon. It's good, it's solid, it's reliable. Good team for Newcastle.
Yeah, definitely. It's still a little makeshift, but it definitely looks much stronger than the side they've been putting out in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
They are very injury-ridden, but they're dealing with it very, very well. They're still picking up big wins and big results here and there. And tonight's another game where they're going to want to pick up all three.
Yeah, well, they were harshly denied a big victory in Europe in the week. It means they've now got it all to do in the next European fixtures in a couple of weeks' time, but they could still qualify for knockouts of the Champions League. And yeah, as for Manchester United, well, they've pretty much put themselves out of Europe now, out of the Champions League at least, potentially out of Europe if they lose to Bayern. So yeah, not great from them, but their team is as follows. Onana in between the sticks, been very reliable recently. Before the Galatasaray game, had 3 consecutive clean sheets. In the back four, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Shaw and Dalot. Maguire's had a very good run of games. In fact, he's been nominated for Premier League Player of the Month, which I find hilarious. And Shaw, I saw Ten Hag talking about this decision in an interview, saying that Luke Shaw playing centre half offers a lot more in terms of pace and recovery and technical ability. Makes sense today. Going to be up against Alex Isak. Maguire's not going to be able to keep up with him. They need Shaw there to be that cover. In the pivot, it's Scott McTominay and Kobe Mino. A revelation Kobe Mino has been for this Manchester United team. Adds energy and tenacity into that midfield. A very good young player. Him versus Miley today is going to be a really exciting battle. 2 players that could potentially feature for England together in the future. As for the attack for United, it's Rashford on the right, Garnacho on the left, captain Bruno Fernandes in attacking midfield, and leading the line, Anthony Martial. Rashford had a quiet season, but he did score against Galatasaray in the week. Bruno Fernandes has been pretty key for United recently, scoring a lot of late winners in 1-0 victories. Alejandro Garnacho, the star of the last 2 games, United scored early in both. In the Everton game, he scored a wonderful overhead kick to open the scoring after 3 minutes. And then in the week against Galatasaray, another early goal. And Anthony Martial had a very good game against Everton last weekend. So much more positive signs for United. Can they take the game to Newcastle today?
Yeah, 3 wins on the bounce in the Premier League. Ten Hag's up for Manager of the Month, and you know, it is starting to look a bit better, but you do look at those teams, Luton, Fulham and Everton. 3 sides they should be beating with ease. Did they? Not really. 1-0 wins, and I think the Everton game was an interesting one. Galatasaray in the week, they looked really poor, but I think you mentioned in there, Kobe Mino, second ever Premier League start for him today, 3rd start on the bounce in a Manchester United shirt. It's a big night for him once again. He looked really good. I think the Everton game was especially good for him. The way he came in for his first Premier League start, he looked like the leader. He looked like the 30-year-old midfielder that was restoring some stability to this team. He did really well. He looked very calm, very composed. You know, good on the ball. He's a very, very good talent. He's a very, very good player.
He seems to be one of those that are already well above their age.
Yeah.
Very mature player. And I think the fact that he's changed United as much as he has reflects really poorly on United, but really well on him. So that's a real positive for Manchester United. Again, it's going to be difficult to win that midfield battle today, especially given the lack of overall quality in that United midfield. It's going to be difficult for Mino to get a hold of that midfield. Miley's going to be in there, and he's been very good recently. Plays a very similar role, actually, to Kobe Mino. So, going to be fascinating to see those two against each other. Obviously, Bruno Guimaraes, a brilliant player as well, as is Joe Linton. So, it's going to be difficult whether they can actually... Whether Mino can try... whether he edges United's midfield into favour in the midfield battle, or whether he can't really have an impact remains to be seen. But I think it's going to be difficult given the quality of that Newcastle side.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting one. We knew this Christmas period was going to get packed, and we've hit the month of December, and we have two teams here where they've brought in young midfielders that both need to do a shift when their players are not. We've got Mino who's putting a shift when other players, more experienced players, aren't in form. We've got Miley who's putting a shift in when he's got teammates who are out injured. They're both coming to do really well, and it's great to see that. Yes, this Christmas period packed. Yes, it's bad to see players getting injured, getting fatigued, but these players coming in and getting an opportunity is good to see.
And I bet Miley wouldn't have been expecting to come into that role so soon.
No.
Obviously, thanks to Tonali in many sense. But yeah, he's done well with the opportunities given. Same for Kobe Mino, but I think he probably would have expected it at some point this season, given the relative inequality. Not inequality. What's the right word? The relative lack of quality that United's team has.
The performance has just not been good enough, and I think that should say a lot to the likes of Eriksen, to everyone.
But Eriksen is not a defensive midfielder. It doesn't take.
But I think it says a lot to the rest of the team that this young kid is coming in.
You're about to say young chap.
Yeah, he's a good player, but he's not. Is he Manchester United quality? And by that I mean not Manchester United now. I mean, would he have got into the Manchester United team a few years ago? Probably, because they were crap then as well. But United are trophy-winning teams. I don't think Kobe Mino is a Champions League or a Premier League winning player, but he's coming in.
Do you mean right now, or in terms of his overall quality, like his potential?
I think right now.
I was going to say, I think that would be a very harsh statement.
I think in the future he'd be a phenomenal player, but he wouldn't be getting the opportunity if United he wouldn't be getting the opportunity right now if United were fighting for titles. But he's taking that opportunity, and that says a lot of where United are right now. Where the experienced players are at.
He is a very good player, though. I don't think that can be doubted. No. I think that while I think your argument isn't necessarily wrong that he wouldn't be playing for Man City right now. That's also harsh because it is difficult for midfielders to sort of get loads of regular minutes. I do think, though, he probably would be getting integrated into a title-winning team. I think if he was at Arsenal right now, if Arsenal had a player of that quality, of that calibre, despite being young, they would still give opportunities. I think if he was at City, the same. I mean, look at how Jeremy Doku's been implemented. You look at Foden and Cole Palmer in the past. And Rico Lewis as well, probably the best example from most recent seasons. So I think with Mino, you can make the argument that United have been forced into playing him, but potentially that's not the worst thing. They've uncovered a gem. No.
So, and he's doing really well. In terms of elsewhere from the two young midfielders, I think it's been a fascinating battle. Obviously, that Newcastle front line looks very dangerous. Isak back to fitness and starts again. He's going to cause Maguire and Shaw problems. He's a very, very good player, very good goal scorer. He is dead to get into the box, which is why for United it is key they do not make any errors. This is a night away at St James's Park, big atmosphere, big crowd. This is not the time that Onana can be making errors.
They need to be able to rely on him. And to be fair, he has done well more recently. I think, obviously, as you say, on Wednesday night, he wasn't great. But overall, he's not been too bad recently.
Yeah, and I think it was quite an interesting thing to see that Onana has got the most clean sheets in the Premier League, but has the worst goal-kicking record in the Champions League. Højlund has incredible goal-scoring numbers in the Champions League, hasn't scored yet in the Premier League. He doesn't start again tonight. Martial scored against Everton. He'll be hoping he can get another one tonight. But again, I think it says a lot where United are at.
Those are really interesting statistics, aren't they? They're very interesting statistics. Do you think potentially that lays its hand to the fact that United play a little more aggressively in Europe, a little bit more open in games they expect to win, but in the league they're a bit more cagey? I mean, you look at the fact that they're not able to really, roll over teams like Luton and Fulham. It has very much
Yeah.
been
And I think
difficult fixtures.
the main thing is the United's problem is that they're easily unsettled. They've lost away at Galatasaray. That's an incredible crowd. Away at Copenhagen, they're a pretty fierce crowd. They're up against another one tonight in Newcastle. And United are proving time and time again that when they go 1-0 down, when they're away, when the crowd isn't behind them, when they've got loads of people booing them and take the piss out of them, they struggle. They really struggle when they're up against a big crowd. And I think that could be a problem for them tonight.
I will say, I think that I don't want to tempt fate here, but I do think this game has similar feelings to that Tottenham-Newcastle game where Newcastle won 6-1. That does give me those sorts of vibes that tonight could be genuinely quite embarrassing. I've managed to make my chair go down as well, so
That's great.
I've shrunk. But yeah, we should probably get some predictions. Harry, what are yours while I get back up?
As I said, I think it's another night United. Realistically, a Manchester United should not be intimidated ever. Well, Sir Ferguson's team were never intimidated, apart from when he got the airdryer out. But apart from that, they were absolutely brilliant. Nowadays, they rock up with these away ties and they absolutely brick it. And I think the same's going to happen today. I'm going to go Newcastle 2, Manchester United 0. A goal on either side of the half-time break. I'll go Isak in the first half to give Newcastle the lead, and the game will be sealed in the second half by Joe Linton goal.
Fair enough. I will say 4-1 Newcastle, and I think it will be goals from Lewis Miley to open the scoring. I will say Joe Linton to make it 2. Kieran Trippier with a free kick for a third, and then Alexander Isak to make it 4-1. And then for United, I say Kobe Mainoo will score.
That free kick.
The only spark.
Yeah. That free kick's going to go off, hit the post and go off Onana's back. But let's see what's going to happen. It's going to be a fun 90 minutes of football.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. I'm very intrigued, as you say. It's either going to be a really close and well-fought game, or Newcastle will just run away with it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree there. Also, I don't think I'd ever see a worse Premier League captain than Jamal Lascelles, but...
Well, he's there as a leader, isn't he?
But that's proven wrong today. Bruno Fernandes, the guy with the armband the other team.
Yeah, again, I didn't touch him in the build-up. He's not a dangerous
Not
player.
saying he's a bad player, but I don't think he's a good captain. Okay. He's never coming on the show.
Yeah.
Anyway, Manchester United.
Also, Newcastle probably has 5 footballs, are they? All the mascots got footballs.
Would be helpful.
Yeah, play with 5. United can't keep up with any of them.
To be fair, that would be difficult to try and deal with.
Yeah. But I think this is a big game. We don't need to talk...
Jamal Lascelles got a tifo. Was that Bruno Guimaraes?
Brilliant. Yeah.
Looks remarkably like Jamal Lascelles, I have to say.
I'll give him a tifo. He's a legend. He's a club legend, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah. He's been their captain for... Every time he plays, he's the captain now.
He doesn't play.
Oh, yeah, but he has been quite recently. He's been putting a shift into his
He has. He's done well recently.
He pocketed Erling Haaland twice.
He's a brilliant player.
But it is a strong United side. They do, apart from... I mean, you've got Livramento covering at left back today. Miley obviously in the middle. But apart from that, you're looking pretty... Obviously the centre arse, but you're looking pretty full strength.
For who? United?
Newcastle.
Oh, Newcastle. Newcastle aren't looking pretty full strength.
Oh, they are. It's the same front three. They're missing 3.
Missing Jacob Murphy.
I wouldn't put him in there nailed on front three. I love Jacob Murphy. I wouldn't put him in there.
No, fair enough. I think a lot of the issue for Newcastle is the fact they can't rotate. They've got no Callum Wilson and players like that as well.
It speaks absolute volumes that Varane isn't playing.
Varane's
Lindelof
injured.
isn't playing.
He's only just back from injury.
He's been on the bench for the last 3 games.
Okay, well, fair enough. Amrabat also not playing.
Again, yeah, Anthony deservedly benched.
Kobe Mainoo's come in over him.
I think Garnacho is a good player, right? But I do think he's one of those where his moments do help him.
What do you mean?
Well, I think he's a good player. Right? I think people think he's better than he is because you look at his moments. He came on in the Manchester derby at the start of this year, and Man United went on to win, and everyone hounded him as like the incredible player.
Right.
He scored a brilliant goal last week, don't get me wrong. But if he just slots that home, like a normal goal, then no one's talking about him.
Is that not what Messi and Ronaldo did for years, though?
Messi did it on a consistent style.
Yeah, well, we've got Garnacho 2 from 2 now.
He won't.
No, I'm not saying he will, but I'm saying that yeah, you could say a player just has his moments, but if he can do that consistently enough, it doesn't really matter. If he doesn't
I think he's a good player. Do I think he's overhyped? 100%.
Yeah, I think by United fans he's overhyped. I think actually by the general fan base he's not rated as highly as he should be. I think there's been a surge in the last weeks. Everyone was buzzing over his goal, but I think overall I don't think he is overrated by most people.
Biased for Manchester United is so obvious. If you think what they posted out the Garnacho goal, their caption was Alejandro Garnacho, what have you just done? In full caps. Like he should that's what I expect Chelsea to put out. If Chelsea scored, if Sterling scored a goal like that, that's what I'd expect Chelsea to tweet.
Yeah, I mean, that's Champions League final almost.
Yeah.
I don't think you even see that.
Not away at the Goodison.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, that comes the whole debate between Garnacho's goal and Rooney's goal. Rooney's goal for me, just because of the occasion.
No, Garnacho's better.
That's better finish, but I think in terms of the grand scheme of things,
Alexander Isak knocks it back and we're underway here at St James's Park for what should be an exciting game. It wasn't a better goal. It came off his shin.
But there's a bigger difference between scoring at Old Trafford and Manchester Derby to scoring the 1 of 3 at Goodison.
Yeah, I think Garnacho was a more difficult finish and he executed it better. Better goal for me.
I think Pickford could have saved it.
Livramento.
Should have got there.
Bruno Guimaraes. Now Lascelles. Moves out wide to Trippier.
But I think, this game is going to decide on how well not United. If United go 1-0 down in the first 5-10 minutes, game's all gone. Game's over.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how United press today as well, because a lot of the time their pressing structure is very Hail Mary and not good.
I mean, they still haven't learned to play football. Like, I do not...
No, that'll be build up as well.
Like, I do not understand, right, how they keep winning. They've got to stop winning games at some point. They can't keep getting this lucky.
Actually, the Lionesses couldn't build up for a while last night and ended up winning 3-2. So.
But they brought on players that helped out.
Yeah, but they still weren't building up well.
Okay, that was a bit lucky. But United...
Bruno Guimaraes playing it towards Miguel Almiron, but it's recovered by Dallo. And United back in possession. Onana lifting the ball towards Marcus Rashford. Nice flick. Martial tries to touch it in the path of McTominay, but he's overdone it, and it's now back with Newcastle. Guimaraes.
That's the thing. I know they've got Bruno Fernandes, right?
Almiron.
But McTominay has proved time and time again for Scotland that he is incredible going forwards. And they Ten Hag persist to play him deeper. Like, is the proof not in the pudding?
But yeah, personally, I would have Bruno out on the right as a playmaker there. Have Dallo at right back so he can overlap.
I think I think if I was being neutral, I would put Bruno on the right. But my bias against him just.
But Bruno's good for the middle as well. He does do well for it.
He's a good player. He is just.
I feel that McTominay, as well, we can try. United could try and shoehorn him in constantly and all that sort of stuff. For me, I think the best thing for him and for the club is for a clean slate.
Yeah. I think he'd do brilliant.
I think there's a lot of clubs who would take him. I feel like for someone like a West Ham, he would suit that really nicely.
Even Ward-Prowse in the middle, we class.
Because Ward-Prowse would be happy to sit a little deeper. You have Edson Alvarez screening and McTominay pushing on in that Lucas Paqueta role.
That sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
And for McTominay, he'd love it. Like, he looks like...
Whether United would be willing to fork out 40... Well, whether West Ham would be willing to fork out close to 40 million probably on a backup central midfielder.
McTominay has been sat on his arse.
Joelinton. That's cleared away now.
It's a very cold one.
We're back with
Newcastle. It's freezing up north. You can see there's been snow taken off the pitch. You can see around the sides.
Yeah. And United obviously having to get a coach today, which I thought was like, when they phrase it as, we had to, United have had to get a coach today. It's like, what, for a 4-hour trip? They had to get on their luxury coach.
They can't fly their plane?
Yeah.
Why are you flying from Manchester to Newcastle anyway?
Yeah, that's been a big push, hasn't it, from the Premier League clubs are trying to address the fact that they're flying for very short games. It's like, you fly across the country, mate. Just drive it. Go up the day before if you need to. Now Livramento driving the ball forwards.
I get flying if you're Brighton.
No. Only European fixtures you'd have to fly for.
Yeah.
It's in the country, drive there. Livramento. Ball in. False armour on the back post. Manages to keep it alive with a good flick, to be fair. Plays it inside. Miley. Now Bruno Guimaraes. Almiron. Joelinton. lifting it towards Alexander Isak, but it doesn't find its target. Headed away by Dallo. Here is Miley. Bring the ball under control well, trying to take on Kobe Mino. Now it's with Guimaraes.
Yeah, I mean, it is incredible to see how composed Lewis
Isak
Miley is.
flicks it to Joe Linton. Miley plays it into Almer on a lovely ball, and it's Trippier out in the wide area.
You know, you can really tell how a manager really sets, because you can see that Eddie Howe has told Miley, no pressure on you, mate.
Bruno. And a bit of space has opened up for Bruno here. Miley pushed forwards, and it left Bruno in acres. Slips it through the legs of Joe Linton.
And Robert Jones.
McTominay plays it to Rashford, who looks to dart inside here. Rashford takes on one, tries to take on a second, but Bruno Guimaraes wins the ball back.
It's things like that which really, for me, show where Marcus Rashford is right now. Prime Marcus Rashford beats him there and scores.
Yeah, worries more about his hair and his ex-girlfriend than...
Me. Although Peter Luff said that his prime Rashford comes out when he's with his girlfriend.
Yeah, maybe that's the difference maker.
Yeah. Brilliant turn from
Isak driving forward here with force. Here comes Anthony Gordon looking to take on Wan-Bissaka. Isak, Miley look to go out wide. Now back into Joe Linton. Gordon, Livramento. By the way, if you haven't voted in the poll in chat yet, because we've got 7 people watching right now, thanks everyone that's tuning in, but only 3 votes. If you haven't voted yet, please make sure to do so. And feel free to say hi in the live chat, get involved, and yeah, get a conversation going. Gordon, Isak. United coming forwards. It's Livramento out on this left-hand side then, and he breaks past Rashford. Can he cross it in? Livramento blocks, and it's out for a corner. Positive from Newcastle, though.
Yeah, really good. It's that change in direction from Livramento completely sent Rashford. And did he force it towards the 6-yard box a bit? Isak was asking the question around, towards more the edge of the area, penalty spot. But they've won a corner, and to be honest, first 6 minutes has been all Newcastle.
Yeah, Tino Livramento there looking really good. Player I've always rated since his days in the Chelsea Academy, but yeah, really
playing in an unfamiliar side as well. Bursting in on, I want to say weak foot, but professional footballers nowadays don't really have one.
Unless you're Anthony.
Yeah, or Hakim Ziyech.
Yeah. Players have a weak foot in the fact that it's not as strong as their strong foot. There are a lot of 2-footed players, so none has flapped at that. Luckily for him, Dallo's cleared it.
It's more of a weaker foot than a weak foot.
Yeah.
Tyndall's down the line getting the ball. He wants to throw.
Why is he there?
I don't know. He's so far out of the technical area.
That's just really poor from Onana.
Saying.
Just doesn't command his box.
And Bruno Guimaraes didn't foul him, so if they had managed to tuck that in, that wouldn't have been a foul.
Yeah, I don't know why Ten Hag has come dressed as a farmer today either. I don't really know. Yeah. I don't really know what his idea was on that. He's also came prepared with his tactics on a bit of paper.
Which is bizarre. He hasn't got any gloves on either, and it's very cold.
Yeah.
I mean, I've literally just been told down here on the laptop that the current temperatures in the UK are breaking records.
Where? It's been -2 before, hasn't it?
I don't know. I guess maybe it's never been this cold this early in the year.
Miguel Almiron delivers it, and it's cleared away by Wan-Bissaka. Well, yeah, because we are only just into winter, aren't we? Winter's obviously January, February.
December the 2nd, we're already
December,
in
January,
minuses.
February. Trippier.
Which is meant by all these players playing shorts and t-shirt, but I guess in a Premier League high-intensity game...
They're probably all right, aren't they?
There's a lot about the different players, though. Because you've got some, like Kieran Trippier there, who's now just played a lovely ball into Bruno Guimaraes, who hasn't
blocked. He saw the Wes Burns one from earlier and tries to Travella it. Shaw, Isak brings it down, and I think...
He backed out.
I thought he maybe thought he was offside, didn't back himself to get there.
Took a touch, and he could have had an effort there. Brings it down,
backed out of that one, as you say.
I think he's thinking, oh no, I thought I was off. Foul there by Bruno on Mino, sorry, and Eddie Howe's also gone to the pen and paper.
With Kobe May, is it Mainu?
Or Mino, I don't know. Mino. I don't know. Only he knows, probably.
Maybe he doesn't. He just, I don't know, mate.
I'd say Mino.
Yeah.
Or Mino, because it's
I'd say Mainu. Because M-A-I.
It's May.
And Gordon's brought that down well and is driving forwards now. Escaped from a Wan-Bissaka. Tries to play it through to Isak. And well, Dallow's there trying to score own goal.
Handball behind the Newcastle goal.
And this will be interesting to see.
What was he thinking?
I mean, it was a complete lapse in concentration and trust in the keeper.
Just attack that's going, right? That's what I mean by how United gets so lucky. That flicked off Maguire's boot as he got minced. And
now Newcastle fans are making their frustrations clear.
That's handball.
That is handball. The question is whether, because he kicks into his own arm, whether that's given. But there was a VAR decision where the player, it came off the body. It was Newcastle in the week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It came off the body and it hit the arm, and it was given as a pen. So they're not even getting checked.
And this is what I don't want to go on about it all game, but 10 minutes in, right, and that chance there's 3 things have happened there. The pass has been cut through, and that Maguire's got lucky that it's hit his heel and gone up. Then Dallow's dragged it past his goalkeeper, which is dangerous as it is, and kicked it into his own arm, and it hasn't been given.
And Alejandro Garnacho gets the ball through from Bruno, takes it too wide, and it's saved by Pope.
Good defender from Trippier to get back in. Wise.
Garnacho, that was a big opportunity, has to be said.
No fouling there, get up.
And then he goes down softly, and Trippier just telling him to get on with it.
I love that from Kieran Trippier. Is there going to foul?
Probably.
This
Soft as. This is a really good ball. He was timed it well, to be fair to Garnacho. He's got to come across Trippier here, though. He tries to go wide, then drags himself even wider. Makes the angle impossibly tight.
It's not a foul.
No, he does kick him, to be fair. Does kick him. 4 votes in the poll in chat now. 50% Newcastle, 50% Manchester United. If you are just tuning in, please make sure to say hi. No regulars in chat this evening so far. I'm guessing they all tuned in earlier. And now, because it is a bit of a weird kick-off time, to be fair, 8 o'clock on a Saturday. But, no, Onana going along with it, and it's won back by Newcastle. Not convincing that from Kieran Trippier, but they do still have possession, Newcastle. Lascelles, now Trippier, back with Jamal Lascelles. And he lifts it towards Isak, taken away, though, by Shaw. Bruno, now Mainu. Garnacho. Has Dallo overlapping, goes back to Mainu. Now Alejandro Garnacho skips past Trippier. Does really well to keep that in play. Garnacho tries to play it across, and it's cleared away by Lascelles. Dallo picking up the pieces here, though, being hounded by both Miley and Almiron. Now here's Mainu. Fernandes plays it towards Dallo. Dallo in a lot of space here. Has to shift onto his right foot. Tries to deliver it. Blocked by Trippier, who will now take a moment after receiving that ball to the stomach.
It's like 3 blokes in a matter... 3 blokes? 3 blocks in a matter of minutes for Trippier. He is boarding the line defending, doing it. He's got a tough job tonight, and so far experience is paying off. Out against Garnacho.
He's begging United to actually, cross it successfully and stop kicking it into him. Martial, Dallo. Plays it into Garnacho. And he's put it into a dangerous area. Wan-Bissaka, and it's along the floor, and it's cleared away. Here's Shaw. Dallo. And that's good defending from Almiron.
Yeah, United just trying to turn the tide now. It was a very positive start from Newcastle in the first 10. But starting to get
United haven't been too poor. Compared to what I've come to expect from United and what I've seen this season, they've not looked too poor. But I think that's something they can look at as a positive.
Definitely.
So not a horrific start for them. They've not conceded yet as well, which is a big plus.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably the best chance of the game was when Gordon drove it forwards here. Obviously that led to the Dallo penalty shout, but I had no idea what he's trying to do here. And no idea how he's gotten away with it.
Nope.
Because if his arm isn't there, it falls to a Newcastle player who rifles it into an empty net.
Is that all down just to a complete lack of trust?
Potentially. I mean, why doesn't he just let his goalkeeper come and grab it?
Yeah.
And now Rashford knocking it back to Onana. And Isak will apply the press. Onana doesn't do great with it, but now gives it to Shaw, who lifts it over Almiron into Dallo. Dallo lets it run across his body. Really good play, though, from Miley, jumping in front of that ball forwards. And Dallo now with the throw. But yeah, it does just seem to be this lack of trust in Andre Onana, doesn't there? There's no belief in him from his teammates at times. Livramento. That's a really good challenge from McTominay, and now Rashford bringing it the other way. Chops inside. I don't really know what he was expecting there, Joe Linton.
But yeah, and that completely lack of trust in Onana, I mean, that's going to affect his own confidence, because he's just going to be thinking, well, my right back three doesn't trust me. My left back
Miley, really nice stuff. Joe Linton, Guimaraes. Gives it to Gordon. Now Guimaraes back towards Gordon. Good from Wan-Bissaka, who clears it away. Not convincing. Rashford gets a touch on it, but Shah comes forward and wins it back. And he takes it past one. Shifts it to Gordon. Gordon to Miley, who controls it. Now Trippier into Isak. Receives it well. Isak looking to get a shot away. Alexander Isak blocked by Shaw. Claimed by Onana. Is that out for a corner? No, it isn't.
Yeah,
good, really encouraging stuff from Newcastle. That
good play. Good defending in there from Luke Shaw. Just stood his man up, didn't dive in, didn't do anything reckless, forced him outside, blocked the shot.
And Miley's done really well there to intercept a ball coming across the pitch. Bruno Guimaraes bursting into the box. Ball to Anthony Gordon, blocked by Bruno. Gordon again, saved by Onana.
Flag
called anyway. That's offside.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Gordon just running on the effort. Bruno Guimaraes couldn't really have anywhere to go. Again though. And this, it just annoys me though that United get. I haven't seen this happen to me. He's not even offside. But never mind. Doesn't matter anyway.
Gordon could have scored there, and it would have been.
Yeah.
Would have counted.
Can't actually drop him very deep here to pick up the ball.
Now it's with Mainu. Maguire. Onana. Shaw. Onana.
They've limited themselves so much there and forced themselves long. And they've lost the ball. And Bruno knocks it. Oh, and that's good from Bruno Fernandes. Just to flick it on. That is a terrible pass from Tony Martial, though. How is he still playing for Manchester United? I do not know.
Gordon. Joe Linton. Now Miley. Almiron. Joe Linton again. Here's Trippier. Joe Linton bursting into the box, cuts it back. Miguel Almiron saved wonderfully by Andre Onana. Really good stop from the Cameroonian shot stopper. Now Newcastle piling on the pressure though. Miley.
Newcastle are carving him open now.
Here's Almiron. Plays it back to Miley. Tries to get the ball in. Comes off Mainu. And that is in the hands of Onana. Brilliant reflexes to deny Almiron here in close quarters. Really good from Joe Linton. Almiron takes aim. And it's saved well by Onana. And he manages to parry it away from oncoming players as well.
Yeah, and just opening his body out. Goes to that far corner. It's a good save. But the pressure is mounting even further on Manchester United. And they can't cope like this for 90 minutes. They really can't.
Cher wins it high. Here's
that was brilliant.
Isak. Almiron.
It's actually Bruno Guimaraes looks like in a higher position tonight. We definitely seem to be getting further up than Joe Linton and Miley, which is really strange, although he has now dropped back a bit. He can do it though, he's definitely got the ability.
Trippier. Lascelles. Now Cher. And he lifts it towards Tino Livramento in absolute acres of space. Wan-Bissaka's been caught in the midfield. Livramento bursts inside. Blocked shot. Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. And it flashes past goal. He's claiming there's a touch in there. Livramento did it all up until the finish. Good from Maguire. And Gordon just touched it to Guimaraes, who let fly here.
It's not a corner. Goal kick. Decent effort. But, I mean, that all comes because Wan-Bissaka's caught in no man's land.
Well, it's because he's followed Gordon.
Yeah.
He's followed Gordon inside, which is probably a tactical instruction. I can't imagine he's just done that by himself. And that's led to him being caught
What's the problem with United?
in a really central area.
Rashford's not dropping back and putting a shift in, is he?
Gordon, Isak, a give and go, but Maguire cuts it off and then kicks it up the pitch. It actually turns into a good ball over the top.
Do you not know how it's stayed on the pitch?
Completely accidental. Bruno Guimaraes. Now Lascelles lifts it into the path of Trippier, who's running towards goal. Trippier tries to reverse it quickly.
Tell you what, if that got in between Garnacho and Dallo, that was game on.
Miley. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Slides it into Almiron. Almiron bursting into the box. Pokes it across. Isak in the box. And it's wide. How is that not in for Newcastle?
Ref's given a corner. It's deflected off someone. If not, that was a terrible miss. But really good football. Again, both.
Fantastic ball from
No
Bruno.
one tracking Almiron.
Great run from Almiron.
What
it was blocked.
That's a great block.
If not, that was in, I reckon. Oh, I might have got down to it in time.
I was about to say that was a horrific miss for Isak. That one in the corner.
And now a great opportunity from this corner.
Newcastle really piling on. First 20 minutes, Man United haven't had a sniff of anything.
No. Trippier over this then. Plays it short. Almiron. Gives it to Livramento.
He's going to hit it.
Now to Gordon. Delivers it well. Share. Isak flicks it back to Lascelles. Just over from the big man. Jamal Lascelles.
Yeah, again, really nice football from Newcastle. The way they're good corner routine. Recycled
Brilliant
well.
from Gordon. Flicked on by Share.
Got
Isak centrally.
Got to go for the
Apostolo. And then Lascelles, because he's coming across to it, he just can't direct it down.
No. But again, really good stuff from Newcastle. They know if this carries on, they're going to get a few goals here tonight.
No, hang on, Maguire's doing his laces.
He doesn't help himself though, because now all this picture here of him doing up his laces is going to end up all over the internet, and he's going to be called a clown.
He's the only footballer whose laces come untied.
Yeah,
I've never seen a professional footballer have to tie their laces.
He's had a really good couple of days, and if United get a clean sheet tonight, they won't remember his brilliant performance or his good block. They remember him doing his laces up. He does it to himself.
Oh, no.
How do you want laces?
But the thing is, it's also that he's become so much of a meme that even something like that, if another player did it, you wouldn't even take notice of it because it's Maguire.
But to be fair, it doesn't happen to anyone else. When was I a professional footballer?
No, you probably wouldn't notice it. That's what I'm saying, because it's Maguire. It's like, hey, Maguire's doing laces.
Whole game.
Oh, Livramento almost. Imagine to put that out for a throw. Really smart play from him.
I'm guessing players who should do it off to the side. They don't delay their whole goal kick by at least 30 seconds.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's a cold night. Probably very hard to do your laces back out.
Yeah.
Halfway through the first half already.
Especially if you're wearing gloves, of course.
And Anana's going to try another goal kick here. Again, I don't get how they don't. He's a brilliant distributor. I don't get how he slipped over. He's actually slipped over. God.
Now Livramento has the ball.
Oh, I thought it was going out. Oh, what a touch. Oh, no, not a good touch. Such a scrappy. Every game that involves United is so scrappy.
Now Maguire, and he's going to go back to Onana.
8 attempts for Newcastle inside 22 minutes.
Is Shaw. Miley giving chase. Shaw does really well to keep composed and gives it to Bruno. Bruno outside the boot ball, giving Garnacho something to chase. Brilliant tackle from Trippier. And he catches Garnacho in the aftermath for a good measure. Nothing malicious, nothing too aggressive.
Both English fullbacks using brilliant experience.
Fantastic challenge.
Shaw uses brilliant experience up against Miley and Trippier. That is a superb tackle up the other end as well.
But also, what it does is it unsettles Garnacho for the rest of this game. Because in the last few games, he's been given so much time, space, and respect. But Trippier there, none of that.
If Nathan Patterson does that minute one, Garnacho's not going to go attempt a bicycle kick.
Well, probably because his groin would hurt.
Yeah, because Nathan Patterson's just gone through him.
Fernandez, I mean, that's an ambitious ball forward. You've got to put a bit more on that, lad. Livramento clears it, and Maguire's put that down well. Now Bruno gives it into McTominay, who has decided Martial's not good enough and he's going to play up front himself. Rashford. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's with Mainu. Martial has impersonated someone who's never kicked a football in his life. And now here come Newcastle on the counter. Almiron, he's not put enough on that to slide it into Gordon. It's won back by Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, he's got to mean that part. That was a serious chance for Newcastle.
Comes off Miley and out for a throw.
But just on Tony Martial, as you described him reenacting a non-footballer. Where is he? He's had such a weird. He joined, didn't do great, got loaned out, sat on the bench in the reserves for a couple.
I am genuinely convinced my nan could have brought down that ball more convincingly.
Yeah, I don't get how he still starts, mate. But he scored last week, so
who knows?
It doesn't make any sense. I think there's a good footballer in there. He's just
obviously he was predicted Ballon d'Ors. He won Golden Boy for Christ's sake. I mean, look at the other winners of that award: Rooney, more recently Bellingham, Gavi, Messi, Ronaldo, players like that.
People comparing to bloody Mbappe.
Fabregas won it. Who else won it?
Martial's not taking on his
yeah, he got it. I think there was that weird period. Pogba got it, obviously. And while he's undoubtedly quality, maybe it's just United. They're just a vacuum for talent. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of good footballers. They go there and it just disappears.
Like even their prospects, everyone thinks could be class. Like Jesse Lingard, everyone thought he'd be the next world beater.
Yeah, now I can't even get a job because he demands too much from a country which gives everything. Pope goes along with it. And Dallo gets the header away, but it's won back by Isak. Now Almiron goes down, but not going to get anything from it. Onana.
No, I do like the rest letting this game go. It's been a bit physical. He's letting it
trying to pick out Rashford, and he does flick it on well, but Shah takes it down well. Really, really composed from the Swiss centre-half. And that's a lovely ball forwards for Newcastle. Gordon up against Maguire, slots it towards Joe Linton, but yeah, she said really good.
What Maguire's done this game, he's getting those little nicks on the ball that just stopping people getting through or creating chances.
But it's a much more composed version of himself, a lot calmer there. Doesn't need to go flying, doesn't need to do something stupid, doesn't need to panic. He just remains calm, stands his ground, and then jumps in front of the pass. Bruno. Here's Almiron. Trippier on the overlap, but goes back inside to Bruno Guimaraes. Good delivery. Doesn't come to anything though, and now Shaw will look to play it out. Rashford wants to take on Tino Livramento
Way
here.
too slow.
Goes back though.
They've boxed themselves in there.
Wan-Bissaka, Mainu. Here's Rashford. Goes back again to Wan-Bissaka, and it's out.
That's brilliant.
From
And look at the way the crowd reacted to St James Park every time a situation like that happens.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Anthony Gordon. I've always had my angers at him. I've always
doubts?
No, not doubts.
Okay.
I've never
frustrations.
I've never really liked him. But he's a good player, and he really fits in at Newcastle here with the whole ethos, with the whole mentality. Yeah, he brings the fight, he brings the passion. I do like that about him.
I'll be honest, he's completely changed my opinion of him this season. And I think a lot of that has to be accredited to Eddie Howe. He's done really good work with him. But I never thought he could master to anything. One of those players who looked good because they scored a couple of goals for a bad team and were quite quick. Yeah. I thought it was Newcastle's first miss, I have to be honest. At 40 million quid, I thought that was a horrific transfer. And I think at the time that wasn't too bad an opinion to hold. But he's transformed himself this season, Anthony Gordon. Yeah. You know, it possibly deserves his own video. If he scores tonight, Wednesday video.
Got rid of the whine, got rid of the moaning, got rid of the pathetic roll around on the floor.
But also, he's added more than just pace to his game. He's added more. He's also learned how to utilise his pace better. And I think that's made him a much more dangerous player. He's now a real weapon.
I don't mean he's grown up just because he stopped being a baby and crying on the floor all the time, but he's also grown up in terms of knowing where his ability is at. And using his strengths to disadvantage other people.
Bruno Guimaraes. And it helps when you're playing alongside someone like Guimaraes. You can genuinely just pick out a chance from nothing. As has happened now. Miley. Can he deliver it? And it's straight into Shaw and out for a corner.
Well, that had to go along the ground. But again, good stuff. Good stuff from Newcastle. To be honest, I think they're very unlikely to not have scored yet. They've been all over Newcastle. United. They've been playing well.
Always resort to a simpler sentence.
And another corner here, another chance. They've got a lot of aerial threats in there. They're missing Bottom, missing Burn, but they've got Jamal Lascelles, as you called him earlier, the Beast. He's up against Luke Shaw.
Did I?
Yeah, he called him the Beast. When he put the ball over there. Oh.
Lovely delivery towards the back post, punched away by Onana. Lascelles gives it to Gordon. Gordon across now to Trippier. Trippier looking to cross this. Lovely looping delivery. Cleared away. Rashford looking to break. Livramento following him, but Rashford's took it past him and now gives it to Garnacho to chase. Really good defending though. Tino Livramento getting back in there. Fernandes. Now it's with Martial. Good stuff from Anthony Martial, and he's fallen over there, and ref's giving it a free kick.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
Game on to the stream. Hello. What a match we've had so far. Indeed.
Yeah, that's been a good one.
This, though, from Martial.
Not sure how... Wow.
Is there any contact at all?
He passed his acting class, I'm telling you that now. Maybe that's his secret weapon. He can act really well. He's a really good actor. But I'm really surprised how Newcastle haven't scored yet. I mean, this would be a massive blow if United were to find something from this.
Got another talk. The consequence of doing 2 streams in one day, Harry just forgets how sentences work. Welcome to the stream there, Gary. 60% Newcastle now in the poll, and chat. Make sure to vote on that if you haven't already, guys. Gary saying about the Dallo moment earlier. Had he managed to score an own goal there, would it have been ruled out for offside? Can't say I've ever seen a moment like that before. It's a really odd one, wasn't it, for Dallo? I don't know what he was trying to do. So was that the thing? Was it handball? Was it offside before the handball? Because obviously we don't get as much communication here. Is that why they didn't give anything for the handball?
I think they checked it.
They must have checked it. And 40,000 Geordie shouted it.
They probably went, yeah, that looks alright. Hang on, who was it?
Yeah, what colour shirt?
Oh, hang on, man, I'm blind.
Oh, we forgot to switch on the handball check, and it's like, what? The VAR guy? Yes.
As Shaw touches Martial in the box, suddenly it'd be Amazing Grace and they're to see.
Bruno Fernandes, yeah, sorry. When are they going to start giving excuses that are just really stupid? Like,
I was blind, but now...
PGMOL go like, oh, well,
down England in the toilet.
Our VAR guy took a shit. And just wasn't checking.
And the AVAR don't have authority to talk to the referee.
And they just never replace him, just like giving these ridiculous excuses. Like, oh, yeah, it was... God revealed himself to him. And then, it's like, so he wasn't checking at the time. The guy said, I don't know. He was trying to clear away, then he hit his hand, which directed it back towards his goal. The thing is, though, if his hand isn't there, I'm fairly sure Alejandro Garnacho, and it's headed away by Trippier. But if his hand isn't there, I'm fairly sure it falls to a Newcastle player who, law of averages would say, he finishes that. Yeah. So, how that's not been given as a penalty is beyond me, especially when the one for Newcastle was in the week against PSG. And I get they're different competitions, so you can't really compare across the two. But come on. Handball's handball. How difficult is it to work out? But the thing, I'm fine with that not being given if the one in the week isn't. But.
I can't criticise the Champions League because they rarely get it wrong.
Well, they got it wrong in the Bayern Copenhagen game, I'd say. Because it was at least inconsistent because they gave the same thing that happened in the Newcastle PSG game.
But what
happened in the Copenhagen game. But my thing would be that the Newcastle one was wrong and that one was right.
But what I like is they address the personnel and go, yeah, they got one wrong. They don't try and hide behind a load of PR bullshit.
Yeah, at them on Twitter.
Yeah.
Alex Isak takes aim and it's wide.
But they come out, they go, yes, it's official, got it wrong. They're gone. They're not doing it next week. They're not here anymore.
They've disappeared.
Decent from East, just drags it wide, trying to find the far corner. Problem is, Newcastle should be one up by now. They deserve to beat. But the longer it goes, they're going to start to get frustrated.
I like the thought that the referees get, like, they say, oh, they're taking a week off. Or they're having a couple of weeks off, and then they're actually just in, like, Sefferin's basement.
But the thing is, though, it follows England. It follows referees. Down in England, did a championship game today. Leeds Middlesbrough. Again, you're looking at.
He's going to have done more championship games than Premier League games.
I think he does in between the two.
Oh right, he's not keeps getting demoted.
No, but the problem is, today 8 yellow cards, 1 red card.
Have you seen that the AFL are fast tracking former players as referees now? Which is odd.
When Conor Wickham rocked up a forest green.
My point is, one, it opens the door so much to conspiracies of cheating and conspiring and stuff like that. It opens up players that, because they're going to ex-players. You feel like you can abuse them more, and stuff. But also, like, they were talking about it on Football Cliches, and they gave a good example because Phil Jagielka's just retired at a really convenient moment. It was sort of very similar timing that he retired to when they announced this new directive, the EFL, and so there's been a lot of rumour that he's one of them. But like, because if Steve Warnock comes back into management this season, which is a possibility. and Jagielka's refereeing, he's managed him. He'll be there like, Jags, what are you doing, mate? That's a fucking penalty.
Yeah.
Which would be such a farcical situation. You need refs to have authority.
How about just go get some...
Trippier into Almiron. Cuts inside, make one Almiron. He's just opened up his body too much there and put it wide. Unlucky for Newcastle. A guy asked, who is this Miley? Guessing it isn't the same one that sung about a wrecking ball. I don't think it's Miley Cyrus. Lewis Miley.
It was. Eddie Howe's done a brilliant job.
To be fair, he's coming to Newcastle's midfield like a wrecking ball. Well, more positive. What other songs has Miley Cyrus sung? Let's get some Lewis Miley Cyrus puns going.
He has had a massive climb to get here.
That is good. If they ever go on a pre-season tour to somewhere that isn't Saudi Arabia, it could be a party in the USA.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
If you're watching, you're very confused, just go look up Miley Cyrus. And if you don't know who Miley Cyrus is, educate yourself. He's Linton, this is good.
Whenever I see Lewis Miley play, I always say to him, I hope that I see you again. And I adore you. And I'm going to tell you 7 things I like about you. And then slide away 1,000 miles.
Oh dear.
Because I'm my mother's daughter. And then he's really confused.
Really baffled.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Hands in the back.
That's against the box. Martial shoves him over.
2 hands in the back. He won a penalty. Joe Linton wins it back though.
Bruno Guimaraes. Miley. Isak. I say Miley Cyrus. So we're on. Trippier puts it in and it's clipped away there by the head of Rashford.
Bruno there. This is where I have a fine line between milking it a little bit and I like the fact he's trying to stay on his feet there, but does get a gamesman like a bit of smarts coming and goes, if he goes down there, he wins a penalty.
Yeah.
Like I don't like diving, but I think being smart is different to cheating.
I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with diving. I think especially in the VAR era, where it's very difficult to pull off, I think it's actually a bit of a skill.
To be fair, it's quite funny when people do dive and the referee books them and then you watch a replay, they just jump over the leg.
Yeah. You want authority, make Craig Bellamy a ref and give him a golf club, see how many players chat back then. No, you know what we need? Vinnie Jones.
I think he's in the country now, isn't he? His whole new bloody show he's doing.
Oh, well, get him back out of the country and get him to York versus Chester.
I think it is a case of
I
don't mean Anthony Taylor walking around like he owns the place. I mean just not taking shit. If a player complains to you, you book him. If a player swears at you, you book him.
But also make them fear you to a certain extent, where they actually go, shit, we've got him today. I'm not going to get away with as much. But that's why Vinnie Jones would be great, because he'll be like, oh, well, you chat back to me. I'll shove this fucking whistle up your ass. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Free kick for Newcastle, by the way.
But it's a deeper conversation we talk about all the time, because the VAR has changed the way referees referee nowadays.
Yeah.
Like Howard Webb. No one chats shit to Howard Webb.
Garnacho's got behind the wall now. Joe Linton's just looked down at him.
Like, what are you doing,
mate? He's going to hit it up. It's
Just
Trippier.
Get up. Big chance, as you said, Trippier will score a free kick. This is Trippier area, and he's moving the ball. I don't know why Fabian Schär's there.
Trippier area.
Good one, good one.
Thank you. I feel validated. Trippier over this free kick then. Can he make it happen for Newcastle? Trippier, he's got annoyed at the wall moving too early.
Forwards and they can't do that. And they're not on the line at all. I can see the line from here.
Trippier. Oh, it came off the crossbar. Still in play. Caught by Onana.
Wow.
Not bad at all from Kieran Trippier. Almost right on the money.
That was very, very close.
Rob bottom to the stream. Pope clean sheet with a few prayer hands. Yeah, I mean, I haven't got Pope, so concede all you want, Newcastle.
That was fine margins.
That is a majestic free kick. Whips it almost perfectly into the top corner. Just bounces down off the crossbar. And now down is Alex Isak. Thoughts on the Wes Burns goal? Incredible goal, to be fair, Rob.
Very, very good.
Never like to praise an Ipswich Town player, but a really exquisite finish, I have to say. Gordon. A deft touch into Joe Linton. Now plays it in toward the run of Bruno Guimaraes. Rashford, can he get around Jamal Lascelles? He can, but his pass swept up by Trippier, who now bursts past Bruno, tries to play it forwards, but it's not come off. Miley. Here's Miguel Almiron. Right towards goal. No one's putting any pressure on him. Why didn't he just shoot? No one's coming at him. Poor that. Really poor that from Almiron. Poor decision making. But yeah.
I still don't know how we're levelling this half. How United in this game is beyond me. They've been crap. They've just done nothing. Oh, I tell you what. That is...
He's unlucky this hasn't gone in, because that's a really nice effort from Trips. Onana. Oh, and Gordon almost catching him out there, and he has forced the distribution to go out wide.
That's right, Tyndall's got it.
Lascelles chests it down, gets it back in play quickly. Keep it going, lads. Play on.
That's like, what are you doing? And it's like, mate, I'm keeping it going. I'm in the game.
You know, they don't want the game to stop anymore, don't. Just keep playing.
Tyndall's switching on.
Bruno. Joe Linton. Gordon. Joe Linton. Bruno. Now Scher. Pope. Here's now Fabian Scher. And he's come up with a long pass. And Trippier, Dallo fighting for it here. Trippier's kept it in play well. Tries to touch it to Almiron. Does just about find Almiron. Comes off Dallo. Out for a throw. Really good stuff that from Newcastle. Trippier didn't give up on that ball. And that made the difference between keeping possession and losing possession. Brilliant from Trippier. Lovely ball as well from Fabian Schär, who gave Trippier a lot of work to do. But good ball nonetheless. Miley. Trying to take on Dallo here, and it's given the other way. Has come off Miley, apparently.
It looked like fell over.
Miley didn't give too much complaint to it, though. In all fairness.
I'll say, I think Manchester United would be very happy to go into half-time 0-0. Because it has been all Newcastle for 41 minutes.
Lascelles. Now Scher.
I mean, the stats must be staggering.
Livramento again. Now Joe Linton, lovely turn. Wants to take on Bruno Fernandes here. And he's got around him, Joe Linton. Has he kept it on? Don't think he has. And then Isak's block shot goes wide and it is pulled back for a goal kick.
Ref just waiting to see what that's going to lead to. He did well. I think he's arguing he was forced wide. He's got a few words for Bruno, I guess, probably. I think he'll feel he was forced
Valid.
Wide. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a pen.
No, it's
not. That's good defending.
I think he'll probably be a bit frustrated.
Onana now looking to go along with it. Only a couple minutes left then of this first 45 minutes. I have to say, it's been not a bad game of football as such, but it's not had the liveliness I think many anticipated. But now it could, as Tino Livramento springs into life on this left-hand side, driving forwards for Newcastle, played it in, and without the brilliant touch from Maguire, that was going to Isak. And he's annoyed at his team because that so quickly Newcastle transitioned from a dead situation when not a lot was happening into a really dangerous moment. Oh. Maguire, he's been getting his foot in front of everything there. That almost directed it into a very difficult save for Onana, but it did go wide.
It's good defending, but it is also a bit unfortunate there. That doesn't end up in his own net, Harry Maguire.
It could have easily hit the ground and spiked off at a weird angle, causing problems for Onana. But yeah, it does just about get in front of that and stop it finding its way through to Alex Isak.
Who would have scored?
Oh, yeah. Annoying, really.
And they're all and Schär's hit the deck in the area. Maguire's just pulled
hit the deck's a bit of a exaggeration. Hit the deck sounds like he's collapsed. He's not. He's slipped.
Joe Linton's out trying to fight Martial. Joe Linton's trying to fight everyone tonight.
Yeah, he's in the mood.
I think Joe Linton's arguing that Martial pushed Shaw to the floor. Well, I don't think there's that much in it. I think Rashford told them to use their heads.
Well, Newcastle have been doing their part, so if it's not living up to expectations, I think you can blame Man United to go, yeah, they've been less shit, which is a shame. I was really hoping to watch United just be really shit, but they've not been so far. I mean, it could change in a matter of seconds. It's Man United, but like we've not seen Maguire fall over the ball and Onana punch it, like push it to their striker or anything like that. Though from this corner, Newcastle, we hope they can get something. And it's Lascelles, heads it down, falls to Share. Blocked, still up in the air. Lascelles can't beat Maguire. Garnacho against Bruno. Bruno does really well to shield the ball and win a throw. Keen to get it going quickly as he gives it to Livramento. A crossfield pass now into the path of Anthony Gordon. Gordon looking to go down the line. Here's Miley. Trippier. Effort from Share. But it's not near the goal.
Yeah, just got under it, leant back. But again, really good play from Newcastle, really good pressure. Another good chance from the corner. What else can we say? And again, body on the line defending from Harry Maguire. He's been superb today. United's best player.
Yeah.
We have to give him credit where credit's due. He's done really well. He's had a really good run of
It's a minute at times because there's been a few balls now which should have come across the box and he's getting in front of them. That's a key component. Only a minute to be added on in this first half, by the way.
First half.
Nothing has happened.
When have we last seen only a minute added on in the Premier League?
McTominay's down here holding his head. And as Mainu points out to the referee, it has to be a stoppage. Does seem to be a bit of agony here.
Now, if he was in a Scottish shirt, he'd have got up, carried on, and scored a goal. It's a United shirt, mate. It reduces ability. I've just told someone to cough. I was trying to argue it was an elbow.
Yeah, well, it was in the sense Joe Linton's elbow did tickle his face, if that's what he's complaining about.
So Joe Linton won't out swinging. And that should be the half any minute, any second now.
Scott McTominay bursting forwards, one back by Miley. Now Joe Linton. Tries to track it past Mainu.
What's he doing?
One back, though, by United. McTominay. Rashford. Mainu. Rashford. Now Maguire. And that's it. Eddie Howe's already down the tunnel. Understandable. Well, Newcastle dominated in this first half, but can't do anything to change the scoreline. At half-time, it's Newcastle 0, Manchester United 0.
How that is still 0-0, I do not know. That is, I think, Ten Hag should be grinning from ear to ear and should count himself.
That's a grinning from ear to ear. I think worried.
I think they should. United can count themselves very, very lucky that we are still all square here, because that is probably the most dominant half we have seen in the Premier League.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the most dominant we've ever seen in the Premier.
No, this season. This season.
Oh, have you watched Sheffield United?
Okay, Sheffield United Burnley.
Against Newcastle, Burnley.
Okay.
Who else do they get battered by?
But I wouldn't even think Burnley City on the opening day, because Burnley had some shots.
Yeah.
I think it was just really poor from United. Again, they're good at that. But, I think they can count themselves really lucky. They can count themselves very, very lucky. Harry Maguire, I'm going to mention him now, because he's been phenomenal. He's been absolutely brilliant. Thoroughly deserves to his plaudits today, because he's putting a shift for that first half. Getting in the way of everything, body on the line defending, big blocks in there, brilliant tackles. He's done really, really well for a United team that's looked lacklustre, they've looked slow, they've looked energy. It's
the most intriguing story around the Premier League this season is this rejuvenation for Harry Maguire, almost reinvention for Maguire, as he just looks a much more competent footballer.
Yeah.
He looks like he's played football before, which he didn't in previous seasons. But he does look a lot more competent, looks a lot more composed on the ball. He doesn't dive in as rashly as he used to anymore. He just stands his ground well. holds up the player. I mean, he's done it a few times now where the ball is looking to come into the box and he just positions himself in a good position so he can try and force the player wider, but also jump in front of it if that ball does come into the box. And the key one at the end there, the Team Livramento chance, which looked dodgy because he directed it towards his own goal, he actually stopped that ball coming into a really dangerous area where Alex Isak was completely unmarked. So he's done really well in this game so far, and he has done really well in recent matches. But overall, United, they're not positive enough. They're not creative enough. They don't really do anything with possession. Oh, Mrs. Maguire, Southgate will be grinning. Everyone's finally realising what he's always realised. But it's not, is it?
No.
For United, they don't do anything. And that's the problem for Manchester United. They've been getting away recently with pretty mediocre results against some really poor teams. Because they've got a couple of individual quality. They've got a couple of players with really good individual quality. But they don't, there's no consistency with their team. They don't know how to move the ball from defence to attack with regularity and with a good understanding of how to score a goal, how to create a chance, and how to look dangerous. And that's the biggest issue. It's that transition from defence to attack.
And I mean, you say they've got away with it in a few weeks. They've got away with it in that first half because I think Newcastle will be frustrated that they aren't winning this game because they've played some really good football. They've created some good chances, just haven't been able to take them.
Indeed. Gary saying Unai Emery has won a European Cup with every Villa team he's managed thus far. Sevilla, Villarreal, will it hot tree Aston Villa? Might be why he rejected Newcastle and took the Aston Villa job.
Maybe. I think it's definitely a high possibility. Villa look brilliant at the moment.
Yeah.
Especially that. I think that at the moment, it's one of those grounds we talk about it. With the Turkish sides, we talk about it with Dortmund, talk about it with Newcastle. I think Villa as well. In European competitions, they're the ones that actually make away legs matter.
And home legs.
Yes, because their home leg is so important. It makes this whole away leg thing important for them. Usually, everyone just goes, "Oh, what's the point?" Because it's not like it used to be when away goals mattered and the atmospheres were completely different.
No, it does help when you don't let the opposition fans in your stadium.
We have to beat them up. You see, there's 46 Warsaw fans who are in prison.
Oh, I said Warsaw. It's like that's just unrelated.
No, after the Albion game got called off, they all went a riot.
Walsall and Warsaw United just caused some chaos. Yeah, fair enough.
But for Newcastle, thing is though, it's not they haven't really taken they've created good chances, but they've been blocked. Yeah. That's not really their fault. They've done well.
Well, they should find a way around it. Cut up bits of decision making as well. I thought, in particular, that Miguel Almiron opportunity at the end of the half where he found himself in a fair bit of space and rather than trying to go alone and having a shot, he tried to squeeze a ball for a sort of impossible gap. So should have backed himself there, should have taken a shot because they've not tested Onana enough to this evening.
No, and I think that is the problem. They're having a few shots where they have, we've seen a lot put over the bar, a lot put wide. They've just rushed it, they've either got under it or they've just dragged it on too much. They need to relax, they need to calm down. The goal will come, and if once the first one does, loads will at this rate. Because United have looked piss poor once again.
Yeah, I think Gordon's been really good. Really, really good. He looks really dangerous in possession.
Yeah. Really
quick. And that's, he's not really... Wan-Bissaka's not been near him.
And that's where United are getting caught out down the wings. Wan-Bissaka and Dalot
especially with the overlap of Livramento because Rashford doesn't track back. With Garnacho, you get a little bit of tracking back and you can understand because Trippier is quite dangerous. Nothing so far from Rashford. Trippier, probably the best player on the pitch, as always. He's just so consistently good. I don't think he's put a foot wrong so far. No. Couldn't tell you of a single mistake he's made. So, yeah, a really good player. Lewis Miley as well. Yeah. He's looked phenomenal.
And that's the thing. Trippier's done really well. The rest of the Newcastle defence hasn't actually had much to do.
No.
It's an all-down step of Garnacho and Trippier's dealt with it beautifully. And if this game is still 0-0 in 45 minutes' time, and if United get anything out of this, I will be absolutely astounded.
Yeah.
Because it would be insane. Be absolutely insane.
I think Isak's been a bit quiet, to be honest. Yeah. I don't think he's been involved in the game an awful lot. And I know a lot of Isak's game is drawing space out drawing players out to create space for the other attackers. But he is very dangerous when he gets on the ball. I think this was probably his best chance of the half. Yeah. Was the one where Shaw just managed just to shuffle him away from a really dangerous area. This is the Almiron one, which, at the time we called it the great Onana save, but on reflection, does he need to do better?
Maybe.
that situation Almer
That
on.
was a good block there.
The big block again as well from Maguire there.
That was unlucky
And
from
Trippier.
Trippier's free kick.
So unfortunate that doesn't go in.
It was like really poor from TNT, by the way. They've sent a presenter and Jermaine Genius, and that is it. To a United game as well.
Where's Rio at?
He's stuck in Turkey.
Why is he in Turkey?
He was in there, weren't he, for the Galatasaray
Oh,
game?
really? He never got out.
Yeah. Him. That's probably when United people left. They were all in Turkey.
It's literally, they booked them all on a Wednesday night.
Who happened to Super Sunday? It was just the presenter and Jamie Carragher. How crap would that be?
Yeah. But equally, I would prefer that over Jermaine Genius.
Yeah.
So,
Nothing against the
let's think of
presenter.
a worse situation.
Yeah.
Sky have sacked Jerry Carragher and replaced him with Jermaine Genius.
And they've just put Jermaine Genius in the room by himself.
Just a monologue. Genius monologue.
Of my thoughts from the first half. Yeah, really good. It's that overlap, and I mean, I don't know why that's like March Nash in a defensive capacity. He's not really. What do they expect him to trap Livramento? He's not going to do that.
But that's what I think they're saying is Livermento's got loads of space because Rashford isn't. I mean, they can't even highlight him because he's not on the screen. Livermento's running so far away.
Equally, yeah, they haven't got Rashford there, but where was Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah, he's been following Gordon in summer.
Yeah, and it's really, they're getting really quiet. They can't do that for another half an hour. They're 45 minutes, sorry. There's no way.
But he's got to communicate there. He's got to delegate, and he's got to say to Mino or McTominay in there, I'm being dragged inside a lot too much, and it's creating loads of space for Livramento. That may be a directive at half time from Ten Hag, but not Ten Hag. Sorry, yes, Ten Hag. But yeah, he's just been getting dragged inside way too often. It's creating a lot of space on the left hand side, which, if they're not careful, Tino Livramento will continue to exploit and will eventually cross that ball in. Guys saying that sofa is way too big. It's because they have it for 4 people, don't they? But they've only managed to hire 2.
I can't even
They spent all of their budget on taking all the United people to Galatasaray. They now can't afford any presenters for tonight, so it's just Jermaine Genius because they'll do it for free, so they're all right there. But yeah, guys, this looks comical with just the 2 of them. Yeah, exactly.
I feel so sorry for her because even when they go off air, he's got no one else to talk to.
Hopefully the cameraman will distract him.
She just runs away. I really stuck in a room with Jermaine Genius for 90 minutes. I'd cry.
Well, they were in the tunnel for kick-off.
Yeah. What a privilege, by the way. But that's right, imagine a privileged room because you've got to stand there and do it with
TNT have
Jermaine.
the weirdest features. Like,
Why were they there?
why were they at the tunnel?
But also, they weren't like when as soon as the players came, they all ran away.
Well, yeah, because then presumably they've not got permission to talk to the players because that would be mental. But they have got permission
Can
to.
I imagine it? Dan Burns, I injured me. Dan Burns,
To be fair, you say about Rio maybe on comms because
no, it's Andy McCoy's.
Oh, thank God.
Rio's just stuck.
Not
in
that we're
Turkey.
listening to comms, but just the thought of that people would have to be listening to Rio Ferdinand this evening.
Thought he's in the vicinity. Just
I thought he might be on comms. Who's on with McCoy? It's just him.
No, Dan Fletcher.
Oh, okay.
The usual guy. But the fact.
What, a commentator or not?
Yeah.
Ex-Manchester United defensive midfielder.
No.
Fair enough.
But well, no, it's because they got Savage, Ferdinand, Hargreaves, and
Scholes.
Skulls all stuck in Turkey.
Yeah.
They're not letting them
I haven't had
out.
a lad's holiday for the next week.
What a terrible holiday, by the way.
Yeah.
Scalzi's probably
Which presenter? It's Laura Woods, weren't it? That's how I feel sorry for. I hope she got
No,
back.
she's come back. She ran away.
Ran.
Or she's hanging out with Hacking Ziyech and all that Marocco.
Yeah, BT only got her to agree to it if they booked her a flight the same night.
Literally, by the way, people go, she just leaves.
Helicopter.
Yeah, hopefully we're in for a good second half with some goals. Which I think has to happen because there's no way United going to
an interesting statistic for expected goals. Newcastle generated 1.58 XG in that first half. Manchester United 0.09.
Speaks volumes, doesn't it?
I'm struggling to work out when they generated 0.09, which is not a great thing.
That's a good point. I don't actually remember them doing anything.
Okay. They've had 2 shots. Alejandro Garnacho after 11 minutes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Generated
Big save from
0.06. Aaron Bissaka,
That was
13th minute, blocked. 0.03 XG.
Yeah, I remember those two now.
And then the Newcastle, well, I don't think we're going to go through all 14 of their shots.
They have been absolutely played off the park, Man United, and they're still in this game.
But Newcastle had 2 big chances and missed both of them. Obviously, that's the Isak one that was blocked by Maguire and the Almiron one that was saved by Onana. So they were both quite big chances that they should have scored. But, yeah. Interesting.
This game can't stay 0-0 for long.
I hope not. I really hope not. But yeah, it's just been really sloppy from United, and it's exactly what you come to expect. But they could easily nick a 1-0 here, and then you look at the form, and it's like, wow, there's some 7 matches they've won 6 of them, and it's like, wow, they're really impressive. But it's not. No. They're like that. They're fluking themselves to the top of the form chart right now. And I have no idea how they get away with it. So jammy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's never a great time when United are 6th in the league and overperforming the expected performance by such a large degree.
I don't think they can get away with it tonight.
No.
I think Newcastle should run rampant unless it's a massive shift in momentum.
I think once Newcastle get 1, they can easily then get 2, 3, maybe even 4. So yeah, well, it just depends how quickly that goal comes, if at all, and whether United can hit one against the run of play.
I think it has to. The goal has to come. There's no way that first half replicates itself and there isn't a goal.
Vinnie Jones again.
In the country with his sheep.
I do want to watch one episode just to see how painful it is by not buying Discovery Plus.
Just for the sake of
to
one
watch
episode of
Vinnie Jones prancing around in a random field.
In the rain with a sheep. Probably swearing at it. Probably kicks its shins in.
I hope he doesn't grab its balls.
So random adverts. Like, is it TNT that have the one where Joe Cole is running with that guy and they just start like cheering because they see a car or something?
Oh, that sounds about right.
Here we go. What are we going to watch now? What happened? Artie don't know what this could... Artie's Shah's marauding run that leads to Trippier down the line. He plays it to Almiron, who cuts in...
Oh, this is a shot right at the end of the half. What's I going to say? Anthony.
Is crap.
Is it a viable option for the bench?
No.
Anthony on for Rashford?
No.
Why not?
Because they've showed nothing up front.
But do they not need him to... Do they not need someone that will track Livramento, and could Anthony do that?
He could.
Or a different option, Amrabat on, they move...
Yeah.
They move... McTominay forwards, Bruno out wide. Bring off... For me, Rashford's got to come off at half time. He's not done anything in the first half. And he doesn't track.
Don't know who else is going to come on.
So if this is Rashford, Højlund on for Martial, that does make sense.
So they're all there. There's Bruno, there's Wan-Bissaka, there's... Oh, no, they're waiting.
37 is
gone. Oh, where's the last? Where is he? Oh, here he comes. He's gone to the toilet. He's back.
Rashford is coming out for the second half. I don't see... There's Tony Martial.
No changes for United then. They cannot keep that up for another 45 minutes. There's no way.
Interesting from Eric Ten Hag, I have to say. Yeah, Martial's coming out for the second half. I think that's going to raise a lot of eyebrows and a lot of question marks as to why Rasmus Højlund is not on. If he's fit, why is he not involved? Because so far, Martial has offered the square root of nothing. So why is he there? Like 5.9 on football, he has 6% completed pass completion. He's touched the ball 13 times and been dispossessed once. Which is when I don't know if that counts the time he fell over the ball.
Rashford and Højlund are talking to each other, which is bizarre because Højlund's not on the pitch.
Yeah.
And Bruno's got something to say to Martial as well.
To be fair, it doesn't look like Rashford on the pitch either, so maybe they do have a bit in common.
Did they not say this in the dressing room? Why are they not on the pitch now? Eddie Howe's raring to go.
Probably not. It's probably just 15 minutes of 10R going, you are... It, mate.
Like he's auditioning for Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, maybe he is. He needs a job after this. So.
Yeah. Well, big second half coming up then.
Yeah, a big 45 minutes awaits us. United Can they keep holding on? Newcastle United, can they find a breakthrough? Bruno knocks it back and run away for this second half. And Onana goes long. Looking for a flick on. And it's been given as a free kick. McTominay putting a bit too much force into that attempted header.
Good start to the half.
Guimaraes. Now Share. Back to Pope. Moves it out wide. Trippier. Joe Linton. And he's turned McTominay well now, Joe Linton. Space to drive into. Shifts it to Almiron. Back with Joe Linton. Looking again for Almiron. He picks out the Paraguayan. Bruno Guimaraes. Trippier. Now Miguel Almiron. That's a 1-2 with Joe Linton that's worked well. Bruno Guimaraes now. Sprays it out wide. Livramento looking to take on Rashford. And he cuts inside. Tino Livramento opening his way to shoot. Skips past Maguire. Gives it to Almiron. He tries to shoot. But it rolls off. I think it came off a United player. And that rolled towards Onana for a comfortable save.
Another really good chance that turned into a really poor effort for Newcastle. They've got to start being more convincing. Get behind these strikes. Try and test Onana.
Yeah.
Who I don't know what he's trying to do right now in his fourth
Give
goal,
it away.
which he has done perfectly.
Trippier.
Oh, brilliant change of pace for Trippier. He's been held there, and the ref rightly gives a free kick.
Yeah.
Something's got to give for Newcastle. They've been much the better side. Much the better side.
Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Takes it past Mainu. Puts it in there looking for Isak. But it hasn't come to anything. And he gets the crowd going once more. They need energy.
Corner. Fifth corner of the game now for Newcastle. And we know they've caused problems from every single... Brilliant from Bruno here. Vital touch from Luke Shaw. If not, that's 1-0 Newcastle. And smart here from Bruno to recognise what Mainu's going to do and win a corner. And now Kieran Trippier is over this once again. Dead ball specialist. Plenty of aerial threat in the Newcastle penalty area. For Newcastle. That's a good ball in. And Shah's header is up. Not quite away from United.
Here's Anthony Gordon. Tries to take on Wan-Bissaka. It's not come to anything.
Another corner, and Gordon's turn.
Rashford's regressed to such a mediocre player, either runs it straight to the opposing fullback or runs it into the opposing line. Someone should remind him that passing or crossing is allowed in football, or maybe get him fitted with some glasses if he can't see his teammates, says Gary. I think there's some truth to what you're saying. I think the biggest thing is the system. For United, they play such a slow game that an explosive player like Rashford has no chance of doing anything. It's sort of like Grealish at City, but Pep's moulded Grealish into being a boring winger. But Rashford just doesn't know what to do. And I think actually in this team he would be more suited to playing through the middle. But the problem is Manchester United have spent £80 million on a striker. They've got Anthony Martial, who for some reason is getting loads of minutes. Rashford has to be shoehorned out wide, especially on the right-hand side, where he can't... What he loves to do is strike it with that... Is it his right foot he's more comfortable with, or left foot? Left foot, isn't it? But he loves to come across the ball.
Oh. Sharp.
It's in there, but it's cleared away. Cher again, flicking it towards Almiron. Martial beats nobody to the header. Cher tries to slide it through to Isak, but it's not come off. Now Garnacho, fantastic tackle from Trippier, getting stuck in there.
The problem is that every time they get into there are 4 United shirts sat in the 6-yard box who can just hack it clear or get a touch on it. Here again, Shaw, brilliant touch. Delivers it.
Got to be looking for cutbacks.
And Shaw is there just to smack it away.
There's got to be a bit more variation in the run. Yes, it's fine to have players filling the box, but let's have a couple more sitting
I've watched Onana enough this year to know if you smack it at him, he is going to make a meal of it.
Guimaraes blocks. McTominay blocks it, and now Bruno takes it past Cher, and I think he'll pick up a yellow card for his troubles. Fabian Cher.
No, you can count lucky. He's saying that was the second foul of the game. I think is what he was saying. Bruno, it's what I'd book Bruno Fernandes right now as a referee. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He just can't.
I have to ask a question. He's not that bad. It's just the problem he's got such a punchable face.
I saw that. I saw a great question earlier. Who's got more punchable face? Bruno or Garnacho?
I've seen this as well. And I asked someone and they said they'd put Anthony second over Garnacho.
No.
And then Bruno top, obviously.
I think what makes Bruno Bonucci more annoying is they're actually pretty decent sometimes. I'd go Bruno.
Yeah.
He's just frustrating me even more. He's gone.
Gordon. People were saying that Anthony really annoyed him, but I was like, no, he makes me laugh so much. He's so bad. Gordon. Joe Linton. Anthony Gordon. Tries to cut it back, but it's not come off. Joe Linton.
I'm sorry.
Lovely turn from Bruno. Now Livramento. Share.
Easy.
Trippier just about keeps it in play.
Oh,
he takes on the corner flag, beats it.
No.
Beats it, drags it to the edge.
That's what they need. They need
Bruno
cutbacks. No one was there.
Martial.
That was so dirty.
He literally took it past the corner flag, mugged him off, nutmegged Garnacho, and then he got really cocky and just tried to smash it inside.
Well, no, he did right. He cut it back. That's what they need to do. No one was there.
Yeah.
And this has been like watching an FA Cup fourth round game between a Premier League side and a Championship side. The dominance is ridiculous. Well,
That's generous, isn't
League
it?
One side, the Prem side would have broken them down by now.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Or the League One side would actually be fighting back.
Yeah.
Bringing forward on the counter, giving some opportunities, really giving it large to the home crowd.
Yeah. Like some random Peterborough strike who nobody heard of ever again is getting called a twat by Jordan.
Johnson Clark Harris.
Yeah, but he's loving his life because he should score.
Killing it, yeah.
This is just I can understand why, for United fan, watching this so sad. They've had nothing positive from this game. But the problem is they can't be sad about it because they're getting results.
Livramento. Tries to come inside. Rashford shoves him over. Then kicks the ball away.
That's the thing, right, with United, is they had nothing positive. It'd be a really depressing performance. But currently they're getting a point away from home.
That camera angle did the defender dirty. Garnacho, sorry, yeah.
Brilliant.
Fighting hard for it.
The crowd love it.
And he gets a throw. And now he's going to allow a few Newcastle players to get forward. And here is Højlund warming up.
But I don't think he comes on and changes the game. I don't think he comes on and changes the game either. They've cut to two players there who won't come on and do it.
180 million for 0 goal contributions this season.
Yeah.
Combined. I don't know about
that. But they're sixth in the league, so no one cares.
Let's check. How's Anstey done anything this season? No, didn't need to worry.
What are you threatening to do?
Well, I thought maybe he passed it to someone who ran the length of the pitch and scored.
Yeah.
But I don't know how United have got away with such little stick towards their players. Like, the amount of shit Nick Jackson's caught, right? He's got 6 goals in the league this season.
Plus, Højlund scored in the Champions League.
But Højlund's not got a single goal in the front. He's a striker that costs 80 million.
They're not getting standard because they're 6th in the Premier League.
But also, there's no misses. He's not missed a chance. Because they don't get any chances. He can't score. They don't pass it to him.
Put him in a partner. He hasn't got a misses.
Good. Neither does Jackson, to be fair, right? At least I hope he doesn't. No, he definitely doesn't anymore.
Yeah. God.
Anyway.
This is just getting, like... I'm getting frustrated and I'm a neutral. Just because I want United. They deserve this. They deserve to lose.
And here comes Tino Livramento. He's like Newcastle's most dangerous attacker in this game. Now Isak. Just waiting for a hole to open up in this United defence.
They've got
some sort of gap in the armour to exploit. You've got to see that it's coming soon. There's just a sense that it's inevitable at this point. Whether that will come to fruition or not remains to be seen. But it just looks like it's got to come. Well, not with shots like that from Joe Linton.
Yeah,
but go play again from Newcastle. Lovely turn from Joe Linton.
That was better there.
Cast himself an opportunity, but the shot's too central.
Straight the keeper.
Sure. Poor pass out. Trippier does well. Comes to Isak. Isak. Bruno. Now Trippier towards the back post. Anthony Gordon! And he tucks it home well. Newcastle 1. Manchester United 0. First goal of the game, we said a breakthrough felt inevitable, and there is said breakthrough. Trippier plays it across the box. Gordon smashes it home. United opened up finally.
That was 55 minutes too late. But they deserved that.
54, United were a minute in back.
They thoroughly deserved that. Newcastle and United. Things they knew that was coming.
Yeah.
There's no way they looked at the first half and went, let's go. That's all they've done.
And it comes from just finally Newcastle seized an opportunity here from a big mistake. Great movement. Bruno just so calm. Trippier held his width well, plays it across. And Gordon, I mean, he's been getting away from his fullback all evening. He made the run into the box, timed it perfectly, and was on the end of a cross. And actually, even if he didn't get there, it looked like Almiron could have.
And no one on this planet can say that is not deserved. No. United deserve to be losing. Newcastle deserve to be in the lead. Eddie Howe, he's very happy with that one.
Poor.
They needed that. He knows they needed that. The worry for United is now does floodgates open.
No, yeah. Hopefully they do, because Anthony Gordon and Isak are in my fantasy team. So very, very happy with that Anthony Gordon goal.
I only put him in.
Nearly's the big word there, isn't it? And getting stuck in that goal. Please be careful, because we do not need yellow cards in the FPL.
United are swimming.
Puts a ball in, it's cleared away by Maguire.
They're treading water.
They are drowning.
Yeah.
The next 5 minutes are the most crucial part of this game for Manchester United, because if they can survive it and just get the game back to a neutral state, they're all right. But if they allow Newcastle to take momentum, then there's no saying what damage could be done.
17 attempts to 2.
4 on target to 1. It's genuinely like Sheffield United all over again. So
Like
look at the stats.
Wednesday.
Let's look at the stats from that game actually, and just compare for a moment.
It's going to be like 10 shots to 7, isn't it? It's not really competitive.
So in that game, Sheffield United mustered up 9 shots. Newcastle mustered up 22. Newcastle are 5 away from that tally that they mustered up against Sheffield United.
That's a great knock.
While the chances haven't been the same quality, that is not far away at all. Manchester United are 7 away from the tally at bottom of the table. Sheffield United, relegation zone Sheffield United, mustered up against this Newcastle team.
They lost 8-0. 8-0.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of quality of our teams.
Here we go. Sharp.
Fabian Schär! And he really did believe in himself there.
Yes, I like
Come
it.
on.
I was waiting.
Waiting this whole time, had that ready to go. I thought if he scores, I got a brilliant line, but close from Schär.
No matter how. Oh, we can't have all the singers today.
Yeah, who's next?
To be fair, United, they've got the Miley Cyrus, Cher. Who else they got? I think we're gonna get one now. Tino Turner.
That's good. That is good.
Yeah. Come on.
We're cooking. We are cooking.
Oh God. We're gonna sit it. We're going to the 80th minute. One of us gonna cut and one we're going mental. This is like awful content.
Here is Lascelles. Alexander Isak. Nice turn. Now gives it out wide to Gordon. Gordon, nice movement. Can he burst away from Wan-Bissaka here? No, brilliant defending from Aaron Wan-Bissaka there. Gets in.
He's had a rough night. That was good.
Rashford. Goes back to Maguire. Onana. And we're on putting the pressure on. And Onana has just cleared out of play. I think he's just playing it safe there, but it doesn't.
It doesn't look
bad.
It's
It's really bad.
He doesn't kick out. He dinked it out of play, so it looks like a pass.
Yeah.
Does it to him? Why he dinked it? That's brilliant. Winning the ball high at the pitch from Newcastle. Come on as they go. That's a big block.
By Shaw. Joe Dent tries to keep it alive. It's not dealt with by at all by Manchester United.
And it's still scuffed.
Isak. Shoot. Crowd ripping into Onana now, yeah. Bruno. And he's gotten past Bruno. Trippier. Ball in, and it's close, too close to Onana, who claims it, and now we'll just take a moment.
Yeah. Thanks, Gary, by the way, for opting in. You've been here.
Yeah.
Chelsea fan already told us he couldn't make it. All the other regulars seem to have the night off.
Vanished recently, but Gary, always here. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it massively. As we've said, we're back tomorrow in Manchester City, Tottenham. Should be a good match.
Hope so. Hope Tottenham take the game to them.
Yeah.
They usually don't at the end. Well, to be fair, they did. Like, last that 4-2 was incredible. They went 1-0 down. They went 2-1 up just before the break, and then probably one of the best comebacks we've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
As City scored 4 in 45 minutes.
And of course, if you want to join what's been a thriving community over on the Women's Football Chat, we are live on Tuesday for England versus Scotland. There'll just be me there, but there'll also be loads of people in chat to talk to.
United calling on what they refer to as their cavalry. 60 minutes played, and Martial is going to be taken off, and on comes Rasmus Højlund, and Rashford is also coming off for Anthony.
Most cavalries come with the horses. This one comes with a donkey. Anthony coming into the game.
More like a mule.
Yeah. Højlund and Anthony, can they have the desired impact?
Find out. They score now. That is unbelievable.
Højlund, I mean, that is a soft one. He's backed himself into Jamal Lascelles, fallen over, and doesn't give us a free kick.
Right, Jamal, get away, mate. Come on, stop complaining. Amrabat just does not look happy. He does not want to be.
Region receiving a few of Rashford's complaints there about the game and frustrations.
He knows he'll be on pitch.
Why is Region there?
Look at that. Jeez.
Oh.
Just the bench, just the coding of it, uninspired. You've got Tyndall and Howe, right, on the edge of their technical area.
Yeah, obviously there's only one person allowed in there at a time, but they interchange. They're always jumping up. No one from United is on.
Steve McCann's asleep. Ten Hag's just right out what he looks like.
Yeah.
And the other two, one's looking at a monitor, one's looking at a book.
It's called How to Coach.
And the monitor is just watching a film.
Maguire up in the air. Not come off well. If Spurs and still continue to play that way, even after 2 red cards, I imagine they will with City 2. Should be an entertaining game. Is Romero back yet, says Gary? No, not for this game. Do not believe so. I think he had a 3-match suspension.
He definitely should have.
After everything that happened.
I watched it back and I called for a season-long ban at one point.
Yeah.
That was a bizarre game.
That was a very weird one. But yeah, I think it will be a good game tomorrow. I mean, Tottenham, the thing is, they really did give Villa a runaround with what is a poor team.
Yeah.
Really poor team. But
I mean, Son scored hat-trick of offside goals.
Yeah.
Which was a bit unlucky.
I mean, that says a lot, though, about if you look at Villa's stats. I think they've caught the most offsides of any team by like 20.
Yeah.
And Bruno, they managed to foul himself. That is genuinely what happened, by the way. He ran into someone, Joe Linton was fine, and Bruno fell on the floor, and he gave us a Newcastle free kick.
Rest done well tonight. Might as well
Gordon. I mean, he's manhandled by Maguire, but he does well. He tries to play it quickly. Maguire's got in the way of it. How's that not yellow card then? Sorry, right, but if anyone other than Harry Maguire does that, that is a yellow.
Unless it's
how much he got away with that one?
Romero does it.
No,
they don't book him. Even you said when you over to the monitor, any other player in the Chelsea game, any other player does that, they get booked. Now, who else gets away? Like, there are a couple of players just get away. It just feels like they always get away with stuff.
Yeah, Bruno.
Yeah.
You could slap a ref across the face and tell him he's been a silly boy.
How many times did you been booked for dissent?
Yeah.
So nothing.
United, honestly.
That was Minu, and he's been decent.
But he got caught in possession because they're so slow. It's unbelievable.
They really do.
It's so United, pedestrian.
In walking football, they piss the league.
Even then, they go, Jesus Christ, lads, speed up a bit.
Yeah, they run around. See if they do run.
No, they wouldn't though. That's what I'm saying. They would look slow in walking football. The pensioners playing would go, bloody hell, bit slow, innit? They would be complaining. Yeah, exactly.
Can't ref had time wasted. I had time wasted didn't walk. It was that well. God, ref, I'm having it on, don't worry.
Yeah, the opposition not having got any time to waste. Yeah, we've got to get this in, lads.
Yeah,
It's out the season at
on
least.
death's door, mate. Bruno Fernandes roll on the floor.
Not exclusively like people that are about to die. So, well, the average over walking football team
I know,
is
but
like 50.
he's kicked out him. That's a red card. That's a red card.
It's just...
So basically what?
Yeah.
Bruno has kicked out Gordon there and has got away with it scot-free.
I like this for me and breads. This is horrid, more negative than my bank balance.
That is better. Sorry.
Delayed reaction. Satellite there, sorry.
Sorry, no, but I'm just it sort of astounds me. He's kicked out a player and got nothing.
Yeah. Even doubt blame the Glazers is my saying, says Ian Brett. Yeah.
That's the other reason why United get away with it and Chelsea don't, because Chelsea spend loads of money, whereas United, all the
They
Glazers...
do. So, you know, just got
Yeah, but again, all the Glazers don't invest. Oh no. Goldridge did quite... I like Goldridge.
They've just... Yeah. No, I think there's some really valid criticisms of the Glazers, but to say they don't invest in the team...
I think some fans...
It's not true. What you can say is that they haven't put the people in place to invest in the team correctly. But to say they don't invest is frankly untrue, and they've just subbed on £180 million worth of attacking talent.
As Iron Bread says there, he's taking the piss saying, "Oh, let's play." But there are fans that do that. Every time they lose a game, they instantly go Glazers' fault.
But when they win, it's not, "Oh, come on, the Glazers have smashed it." Yeah. It's, "Oh, look, we're so good."
Chose the next Ronaldo. Give over. Again, though, I just want to bring up Bruno has kicked out at a player and nothing.
Not even a yellow.
Not even a card.
Just off the ball, gone and kicked someone.
Romero did that. We had an absolute aneurysm because we got him sent off when he did the Carwell. He didn't get sent off.
Surprisingly, Bruno's on the floor.
It feels like, though, that players at the moment are really getting away. I wouldn't have kicked that ball out if I was Newcastle. I'd have gone and kicked it at him. He's pathetic. You are pathetic. What's happened to him? Oh, that
does go over the ball. He does go over the ball there, sure, to be fair.
Yeah, Bruno should be off the pitch anyway.
A bad one, but...
He should be on the pitch.
Complaint.
He should be on the pitch like that.
But the thing is there, right, if Bruno wasn't so whiny, does he get that given? Because Rob Jones goes, yeah, he got the ball. Because he's heard so much of Bruno going, and foul, look at this, that he just goes, oh, it just can't be.
He won't change his ways until he's booked. Look, he's moaning at Rob Jones on look at him. Rob Jones should book him now.
So get up.
Because that's not asking a question, I can see that.
Get on with it, mate. In all fairness, Fabian Shaw has murdered Bruno twice as much. Nah, he hasn't.
Murdered?
If that one's if that's one of them, I'm Brisbane.
Bruno kicked Gordon in the back of the leg.
Yeah. Also, that's not in all fairness.
Sorry. he was sat upright, like fighting Rob Jones. Physio comes over, he lays back down again. Goes back to sleep. He's just such an infuriating player to watch.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just don't want him to. I don't want him to play football anymore. But he shouldn't get away with this. Because I'm a referee. As soon as he will not change until he gets punished for all his dissent and all his whining.
This is quite interesting. Anthony Gordon has 4 consecutive home games he's scored in. First player to do that for Newcastle since Alan Shearer.
Wow. He loves the home crowd though. He's shown it. He loves the home crowd.
Not. They didn't even do it in their championship season, where they just HMS pissed the league. Like, not even in that year was that done. It was Alan Shearer days, which must have been very early 2000s at the most recent.
It's got to the point where Bruno's actually whining to the physio that he's not got a foul.
Even he doesn't give a shit.
Just a wink it sits around the end of the physio back.
Gives him some paracetamol on a sharp. Livramento.
But no, all we can say, Newcastle are in complete control of the game. They've dominated for 70 minutes.
The problem is there's 21 minutes to play here, and Manchester United need 1 goal. And if there's one thing you can bet on, it's United getting lucky. With one of their 3 shots in a game, they'll win.
Hoyland in the 75th, Bruno penalty. And they'll win the game.
Or they both come in extra time.
If I said that at any other team, it'd be bloody mental. But because it's United, we all sit here and go, yeah, that's realistic.
That could happen.
Honestly, that does happen. I'm done. This is why it makes it really funny when they do lose 7-0 to Liverpool. Because when you see Bruno crying on the floor when Salah makes it 6, it's bloody hilarious. But Chelsea have to beat United in 2 weeks. I can't watch us lose to this. We can't.
We can't.
Yeah.
It's Trippier. Going forwards. Get it Trippier. I thought, you know what, might as well have a shot.
I think he got caught in 2 minds there.
Yeah, not a great effort.
No, if it's that top corner though, I'm running to go on this. Yeah, I'm brilliant. Yeah, got caught into just don't really know what to do. And again, we've watched United try and build up the play. Like, he's played to Maguire. He's going to use Wan-Bissaka. What's he going to do? He's been dispossessed.
And then Maguire loses it, and that is a
Newcastle throw.
I think it might be a United throw. I think no, it's Newcastle throw.
Great build-up. Hey.
They're just too lethargic. Way too lethargic in possession, United. Their shape is so poor. It's so easy to press.
Is there a shape?
They have a shape. Everyone's got a shape. Of some description. It might not be one that you get in the book of shapes.
A regular decagon.
We got how on earth they've done that with 11 players then?
10 points, isn't it, on a decagon?
Oh, I was thinking of a
Dodecagon.
dodecagon.
What's 11?
No one needs to know, do they? Lou's got an 11-sided shape.
Yeah, that's a good point. No one ever
Alphagon.
Well, it's a chance for Newcastle to double their lead. Will they do it? Probably not.
Oh, I want to see a Miley goal.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That would be really...
Oh, Bruno Fernandes' own goal made my day.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of more Miley Cyrus puns, but I don't know enough of her songs.
You can almost see it, that dream he's dreaming of scoring at St James's Park.
I don't think she wrote that lyric, did she?
Maybe not St James's Park, right?
Anthony. United genuinely have a fantastic opportunity right now on the counter. Anthony fell over. Hoyloon fell over. There's £180 million worth of players on the floor right now for Manchester United.
They went all counter that. Let's fall on the floor.
Jeez. You know what? I don't blame Hoyloon there at all. Because he's not done anything wrong there. The pass from Anthony was shite after the touch from Anthony was shite.
It was so bad. He made it to fall over. His pass was that poor.
Barely kicks it and falls over in the process.
Off balance.
Hoyloon, I mean, just gets absolutely bullied.
It was just funny.
Like
Both on the floor exactly the same. Like the same.
And then Joe Linton found by Maguire. Maguire, I don't know why.
He's done well today.
Yeah, I think his frustration is born.
Yes.
I think we're all right. Anthony Gordon, by the way, has a perfect record of providing a goal contribution in every home game for Newcastle this season. That's an incredible run. Incredible run.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, it'll be all right. But yeah, tripping over this free kick. Lift it into the box. Maguire tries to head away. Here's Joe Linton. Wan-Bissaka. Anthony. United coming forwards now. And has that come off Anthony? It has, but Page didn't say it. No, it's not Page, it's James, isn't it?
Yeah.
Call him Rob Page.
He's the Wales manager.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I see you referring to.
No idea.
Alright, Rob Page.
Never heard of that guy.
He's nice.
I know what he looks like. Couldn't tell you his name was Rob Page. Yeah, no, I know. I didn't know his name was Rob Page. I know the Welsh. I know what he looks like. The Scottish manager Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Gibbs there at the Euros thing.
Yeah, at least they get to the Euros. To be fair,
I like watching
Wales. Right, 2016
when
Euros.
you watch them play football on BBC, look at all the commentary and stuff in Welsh. Near from Broadhead.
Yeah, that's good. Guy says, wouldn't be a Newcastle match without a topless Geordie in the crowd. Topless, tattooed, beer-bellied Geordie, Harry's favourite English demographic, even in 1 degree weather.
Mate, it's like minus 0.4 up north, minus 5.
Yeah, we're in the south and it's what?
Minus 3.
Yeah, we're not built for that.
It's so cold.
Studio's definitely not built for that. To be fair, Studio's not too bad today.
No, I mean, I'm saying...
I am worried if it snows.
We will get snowed in.
We'll get snowed in.
It's
we'll get snowed out.
Everything outside is freezing.
When we're like carving a tunnel through the snow so we can get through this.
We haven't had proper snow. We had a thin sheet of snow.
Yeah. If we get snow this year, we'll post a Instagram story of Harry playing in the snow. Here's Isak to celebrate.
We'll make TFC logo in the snow.
Yeah, we could do that as well.
We should though. We are meant to get proper snow.
Yeah.
Like proper snow, with snowballs and stuff.
God, you know you're watching Man United when the conversation turns to...
Honestly, I'd rather watch
this
snow
shit.
fight.
Liverpool just
more equal.
ran into acres of space that happened to be on this left-hand side. Gordon, Livramento, he's gone, you know what, I think this towards go, it might go in. But yeah. Wow. I genuinely just don't really have anything left to say. There's 15 minutes to go.
United are shit. But
they're going to get away with this somehow at the end here, aren't they? They're going to find
Unless
a goal.
Newcastle score a second, United will get back in this.
Sure.
100%.
Trippier, header's not convincing.
That was the biggest robbery of all time.
Falloon. Bruno Fernandes, that's lovely outside the boot pass, looking for Garnacho, but Cher, I mean, that was brilliant. Brought it down well, drew past a few players. Bruno Guimaraes, Gordon, nice touch. Maguire fouls him not once but twice, and that will definitely be a yellow card.
Yeah, yellow card comes out for the first time this game.
Don't know what Bruno's whinging about, but he's covered a lot. He's covered the most ground that he has all evening, and it's to run from one end of the pitch to the other to complain to the referee. There's one. There's two.
Brilliant from Gordon.
Neither made any attempt to get anywhere near the ball. I mean, yeah. Newcastle over this, though. And United are preparing substitutions. Reguilon. I don't know who that was. No, I saw Amrabat, but there was someone else warming up, I think.
Impact sub,
enough. Yes.
Good change of game.
Backup left back and a defensive midfielder.
By the way?
Joelinton's in acres. Joelinton! Back at the back post, Miley!
Was that handball?
Was it saved?
They're all asking the question. And
I think
Rob
Jones
it was, but he didn't give it. Don't know why.
Scared.
Was that handball?
Have a look then. Joelinton squares it. No one can get a clean shot away. Miley does. Is it blocked by the hand of Wan-Bissaka? No. Well, based on the rule that gave a penalty against Newcastle in the way,
his shoulder.
Yes, but no. Oh my goodness, how did he not score that? What, Miley? Yeah, probably should have scored, to be fair.
Yeah, good save from Wan-Bissaka. No, good block. Good block. And we have another corner in this game. It's like the 8th.
Trippier stopping just to chat up a ball goal there. Fair enough.
Mate, we've got play at this rate. We're not getting much additional time, so let's keep going. Keep going. It's momentum. Probably only looking at 3 or 4, and that's pretty low for the Premier League. But you know the game's been dull when we're probably only looking at a couple minutes additional time.
Trippier. It's messy.
He would put right around the floor for a bit, didn't he?
Well, that, but also they will just add on 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, you know they are just going to do that.
Subs or like that.
Anyway, it is going to be number 29 making way, which is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So Dallo moved to a more familiar role.
That's really good chance of game, this. Then I'll go on to something.
No, it's a bit more attacking fullback. So Wan-Bissaka's a defensive fullback. Then Amrabat on Firmino, who's arguably been Manchester United's best player.
I put Maguire in there tonight.
Definitely one of their better players. Yeah, first.
Front 6 are done cool. I forgot what time it
Genuinely.
Was on the pitch?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't... Yeah. I mean, no one's showered themselves in glory. Maguire's done well. Dallow's not done anything negative.
He's marred performance by a stupid tackle.
Yeah.
Shaw's done alright, I suppose. But no one in United shirt deserves many plaudits, if any.
No. I think Gordon's really propping my FPL team up right now. Could do with an Isak, a Gordon assist for an Isak goal.
Mine rides on
and I am buzzing.
If Lewis Diaz scores a hat
Bruno
trick,
Guimaraes.
I'm on the
Now Gordon. Looking to take on Dallo.
He's mocking
Quick change of direction. Anthony fouls him, but he's got away with
I think
it.
he could have gone down there and got something. But
Probably.
again, props to how he changed. Don't try to stone his feet.
Everything goes. I mean, he's just offered nothing.
Foul.
Really.
Foul, 2 fouls, arm around the neck.
He
Booking.
just offered absolutely nothing there. He got completely booed off the ball again by Fabian Schär.
Again, defensively solid. That back four's been superb. Pope's had nothing to do. Midfield 3, worked like clockwork.
And it's a testament to the players around him and Eddie Howe that Lascelles looks really comfortable in this team. He's a player who...
He's not a Champions League centre-half.
Even 2 years ago, didn't look like he could cut it at this standard. Even a year ago, didn't look like he could cut it at this standard. Yet, he's played a couple games this season, and he looks like a more than competent Premier League centre-half.
Like decent striker.
Well, he didn't. He gave him so many chances, and he missed so many. Hosselu is a good player. He just had a lot of misses.
He's just great, isn't he? Here you go.
Garnacho.
Here it comes.
stops.
Corners United from absolutely nothing.
Maguire heads it home.
Here it comes.
Running around like they've won the World
The
Cup.
biggest robbery of the season. Apart from when United robbed Wolves. Or when United robbed Fulham. Or if United robbed Luton.
Every team's robbed Wolves, though. Wolves have been made mugs this season.
Honestly.
They've been absolutely robbed by
Crime Watch is protected.
Bath City.
Reguilon!
Oh my god.
Maguire
Blocked. Pope's down injured anyway, so.
Pope's landed up.
Gordon's giving the chase. I didn't think I was going to get
right
there.
there. The goal, how many goals? 1-on-1.
United committed
Pope's
everything
not
to
down
the
still.
corner.
Not, they're going to shoot. And yeah, he is there. They have something like that, yeah.
He's trying to get it waved off it. Anthony.
What's Anthony doing? Whistle's gone.
You think, oh, it's my chance.
This is
Keeper's-
not good for
This is
Newcastle.
really worrying. Yeah.
He dives. And just on it is.
The acrobatic stop from Sharp.
He feels it as he dives. He feels it as he dives. He dives there, and you can see his face there was wincing. So as he's jumped off, he's felt
Contact
something
the
going.
knee on the ground, or is it? It worries me. It worries me. This is a non-contact injury.
It was as he went, as he dived, so as he jumped.
Yeah, this is concerning. There's something muscular.
Left legs, as he pushed off from the ground, he's done something.
Yeah.
And this is not good for Newcastle at all. Who's their bench keeper?
So it would be Martin Dubravka.
Oh, Karius.
I don't think he's
They got rid of him,
employed
didn't they?
by anybody.
After the Carroll Cup final.
Yeah, no.
Which, that cost them the Carroll Cup. Really? Yeah, they got to come off here. And this is what we say when United rob teams towards the end of the game. Because with 7 minutes to go, if Newcastle bring on a new goalkeeper here, which there's no way he's going to carry on.
And this could be a real problem for Newcastle and Pope, because I mean this looks really worrying. Martin Dubravka is warming up.
This is really bad.
So I think they are going to be forced into a change here.
If that's his feet, he's not like walking happily.
No. It seems to be he's holding his stomach more than anything.
Oh yeah.
It looked like some sort of knee injury, but it could be his stomach.
What's he? Maybe he's just.
He hovels off.
Pretty weird.
Could be a rib injury if it's when he hits the ground.
I thought it was his left knee. 'Cause that's why he had his leg out stretching on the floor. It's a really weird one.
It's worrying. The fact he's able to walk it's encouraging signs, but it seems like it's not a problem with the leg, which it looked like in the initial moments.
Well, see, your ribs hurt. Every time you bend or move, or like that's gonna kill. Could be a bruised. It could be a bruised, cracked. Something like that.
Yeah.
Really bizarre one. Really, really. Because no one like. Usually, if you have a rib injury, when someone like leans into you,
Where's Dubravka?
he's getting there.
That's the problem. What was I just going? Go on, play.
He's getting socks off. Like, here you go.
Come on, mate.
It's your moment.
You're saying we're not getting any added time. Well, we are now, aren't we? It's Dubravka's taking the time to get killed.
Well, this could get very interesting going into the last 5 minutes.
It's not Darlow or Karius, it's Dubravka.
But because you're United, you shoot. You just shoot.
Test him early.
Dubravka's still putting his ankle tape on. Where's his gloves? He's got gloves? He has got gloves.
And this is the problem with Newcastle only being 1-up in this game is
Oh, this has got United
Can
scoring
do
written all
anything.
over it.
Yeah.
Like it's written in the stars. But that is hopefully Nick Pope's all right. That is a big blow. Did you get the clean sheet for everyone's FPL as well?
Well, that's your primary
No,
concern.
I don't even have him.
Okay, yes, he does get a clean sheet. Point. Obviously, he's played 60 minutes. Be weird if they went, nah, he got a knee injury.
On comes to
or
Dubravka, who is the number one on the back of his shirt.
Not in terms of the pecking order, but he might be for a few
He
weeks
put a
at
big
least.
forward.
Yeah.
If not, they're going to go sign him. They're going to say Dubravka's injured and go get an emergency loan, depending on what happens in the next 5 minutes. Well, either they are going to get an emergency keeper in, or they're going to have to bring a young one for the bench.
David De Gea.
Wow.
Available on a free.
Maybe. Who's a young goalkeeper? What young goalkeeper they got?
They've got Gillespie, so and Karras is still employed for now.
Mark Gillespie.
Dubravka's 3.9 on FPL.
That is a good shout. That is a point and a half.
Can I have a little? I mean, we'll see in the because we've got a midweek game week coming up. If Pope is even out for a week, who've Newcastle got this week?
I don't actually know.
Everton.
That could be a good punt. But I'm going to watch his 5 minutes here.
As he punts them all his own net.
Easy shot. Goes to scoop it out, rolls through his hands.
Dives over the ball.
Tries to knuckles off the ball here, and here comes Højlund, and he's putting up a fight. And he
tries to play it into the run of Alejandro Garnacho. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Inch perfect tackle from Kieran Trippier.
He has been man of the match today.
Newcastle's failure to score more goals might be an issue. Last 5 minutes will be interesting, says Gary. Yeah, now that Almiron's dried up and Isak's not been... I wouldn't say he's been good enough in this game. Not really been involved. It has led to a bit of a drying up of goals. Yeah, you are right. Slight problem. And it's not like they can change the game by bringing on Callum Wilson because they don't have him. That's the problem with having an injury crisis. Not only does it impact the quality of the starting 11, it impacts the quality of change you can make. Newcastle haven't made a sub, have they?
No.
The same team that started the game.
Yeah.
Because they look at their bench and what do?
Elliot Anderson, he's on there.
If you're Elliot Anderson, you're thinking, God, my career's done. There's a literal 17-year-old starting ahead of me. Anderson is injured as well, by the way.
Is he?
Either that. Oh, no, yes, he is injured. Okay.
Oh my God.
That is okay. He doesn't need to end his career yet. Their bench: Parkinson, 18, Diallo, 20, but I've never seen him before. So Murphy, 19, Matt Ritchie, Lewis Hall, Emil Kraft, Paul Dummett.
You could bring on Hall and Ritchie. Maybe you could bring on Hall. Balling from United, headed away. It's going to fall to Anthony though.
It's in. Who's it come off? I don't know. Maguire, potentially. United level. I think.
Flags up.
Offside. Hallelujah.
What? It was a really messy one. Anthony's crap shot, by the way, hit Maguire, hit Dubravka and went in. It's a crap goal. It's going to stand. Let's have a look.
So the ball in
was put into an offside Maguire.
It doesn't touch the ball though. Anthony, he definitely is offside. And it comes off him and hits into Dubravka, who'd already dived to save the Anthony. So he would have saved the Anthony shot, but because it hit Maguire,
and hit it
back the other way.
That was such a United goal to score, by the way.
Højlund very happy, but it won't count for anything.
If that had counted, I'm absolutely.
Maguire knew he was about a year offside.
Yeah, because it hit Maguire, hit Dubravka. It was a crap shot anyway. Ten Hag looks like a man who knows he's on thin ice, but he's not on thin ice because they're sixth in the Premier League.
Tweets about Dubravka's price before Pep had even finished leaving the pitch.
Dubravka's got a free kick to take it, and he's going to kick it long, and that is a good kick. Well done. May get him the FPL team. Good ball to Joe Linton. That is a foul. Christ. RKO.
At a time bingo?
I'll go 7.
I think they'll really go for it for no reason. I'll say 9. Tempted for double digits, but I don't think they can con us into 9 minutes. Double digits. I think 9.
Too long. Oh, it needs to be something decent. Here we go. Go find
but it's United, isn't it? So I'm accounting for that.
Please don't be too long. No.
Oh, added time, bingo. Come on.
9. Come on.
Yeah, reflection, that's a bit stupid, isn't it?
Pope went down for 2 minutes. Bruno, 1 minute and a half. Couple subs from United. Ball's been out of play for a bit. 9 minutes. Taking the piss. It's got to wait. I like the initiative, right? Keep the ball. Get the minutes in, right? But this is not a 9-minute game.
The thing is, if you're not, I think we'd be saying it very different if United have been knocking on the door, really going for this game. It's just the fact that we know that the game's really in the balance, but United haven't been in this match or deserve to be in with a chance of winning this. Yet they are now, through the nature of the 9 minutes. So it's a really difficult situation because I do think it is good to have, in games that are really exciting and on the edge, it's brilliant to keep going. But in a game like this where United haven't offered anything and now it's almost like they've been given a chance to get into this game. But yeah. Good job, Lionel, says Gary. To be fair, I think Stevie Wonder could have seen that Maguire was in an offside position. So, yeah. Good job on actually calling it on field, I guess.
You just know United are going to get this, don't you? You just know it's going to happen.
Reguilon, McTominay. Tries to find Bruno, but can't. Gordon, Joe Linton. I think it's weird that Newcastle have chosen not to make a sub. And actually, with a midweek...
Yellow.
Liverento's down. I mean, that is a yellow card easily for Anthony.
I think he's now trying to fight Anthony as well. And Anthony's got a lot to say. I'd send him off.
Such a bad play. He just doesn't make any attempt to get the ball there.
He's only a tricky winger.
But he's not, though, is he?
He's just...
I've seen him twice this season now. That, and we try to fight Jeremy Doku. I've not seen him the rest of the season.
Doku should. Doku should him.
There was...
in his own backyard.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, Newcastle, in terms of no subs today, it's going to be really difficult over the next few weeks because they play midweek. Then they've got a game, obviously, on Saturday.
I'm surprised.
Then they play Champions League. Yeah. Then they've got a game. Then they've got the Carabao Cup fixture against Chelsea. They do not have a period of 5 days off between now and Boxing Day.
I'm surprised they haven't used the likes of Hall and Kraft today.
Yeah.
Because even 15 minutes...
Matt Ritchie could have gone on.
Yeah.
Like one of the wings.
15-minute break for Trippier or for Bruno or something like that could be massive. And here come United now. Because Newcastle are still... They need to play to have ran for 92 minutes.
None of United played for round at all, so they're all fresh. Garnacho, ball in, one back by Newcastle. Need to get some reinforcements in January if FFP or finances allow. Although they can always watch the books a little.
Oh, Isak's in.
Isak. Against Amrabat, they could sell Richie to Al Hilal for 400 million. And that's a pen and a red card. No? Okay.
Rob Jones says no.
Amrabat just grabbed Isak from the floor.
He had just thrown Isak on there. Everyone knows.
Score's looking really thin considering the number of competitions they're playing. Yeah, and it's not aided there with Pope going down as well. But yeah.
If you're Mark Gillespie and he's siding across your living room floor at the moment.
Who?
Mark Gillespie. He's going to go sit on the bench for a few weeks. The Brubka gets injured, he's going mental. He's starting for Newcastle.
They'd put carriers over him, wouldn't they?
I don't know.
Who knows?
At that point, Mark Gillespie needs to retire.
Yeah, they've got... Newcastle have got to bring in some reinforcements in
even
January.
Halfway through the additional.
Yeah. Newcastle have got to have some FFP allowance somewhere, right? Maybe they don't. That's why they've not signed anyone, but... Yeah. Amrabat. As I say, they could just sell Matt Ritchie to Al Hilal. This is their new big siding, guys. Neymar. Abubakar. Ritchie.
Matt Ritchie, Rob. That'd be brilliant. I don't think Matt Ritchie would be abroad.
Forget MSN. Now we've got Nah. Nah, man. Also, Neymar's injured anyway. They need a...
Since the Champions, I think before Newcastle got the Champions League, I don't think Matt Ritchie's been abroad. I honestly, he hasn't left the British Isles.
No.
Just his holidays consist of going back to Scotland. Well, with 4 minutes to go here, Bruno has a free kick. It's a cross opportunity, not a shooting.
Yeah.
Look at Tinder in the background. hard to miss him because he's just makes it so.
I want him
clear.
to wear a GoPro on his head so we get Tyndall Cam.
Ball in. God,
Dubrovka. Oh, now he's got a pain in his rib. For God's sake, what are Newcastle doing to their goalkeeper's ribs?
I think that one's because he got knocked into Maguire.
Probably, yeah. If I run into my fridge, it does hurt my ribs.
I've never ran my fridge.
No, Gordon's got player of the match. That's justified. He scored the goal. He's been brilliant. We won't do our player of matches yet, but it probably will be Gordon.
Mine isn't.
Oh. Well, keep watching for
I
5
think
minutes.
well. He's beat a team to edge gone with him because he scored the goal. And Jermaine Genius isn't inventive.
Isak fighting Shaw. Here's Amrabat. Amrabat has decided to play centre half. Maguire is up front.
Yeah. I've only just noticed that. Boom.
Joelinton.
Oh, that's a red. That's a red. And he just turned on the floor. So not a yellow. That's not a yellow.
Get away with it though. Maguire flying down the right hand side, taking on players left, right, and centre. He's trying to skip past Joelinton. Joelinton has a go at Lino. I think he's going to get a yellow card for that. You can't shout in Lino's faces.
I thought he was roaring at the crowd.
Maybe, but he did get quite close to the Lino.
Maybe you should just do this with his hands. Here comes the change. That is
Matt Ritchie.
Yes. Richie time. Richie on. TV on. Here we go.
TV on.
Who's he coming on?
Loud. Full brightness.
He's coming on for Gordon. No, he's not.
Number 10. That's Isak. I think.
That's Gordon.
It's Gordon.
Watch his goal again. Nice goal. Good, easy finish in the end.
But well, you have to put him in.
They all count.
No, they do.
Ooh.
God.
Here's Matt Ritchie.
Go on.
Is he better
Score.
than Lionel? Who knows?
No. They'll be dancing on the ceiling if he scores.
That works. Then he also works. Is he better than Lionel Messi?
It doesn't,
Yeah.
does it? Because they're not Messi, is it? We know it's Matt Messi. One of them questions.
He's literally something.
Imagine if a mediocre player did just do that, just change their name. You come back next season, I'm Joel Messi, playing right back for Crystal Palace.
Paul Messi.
Or Joel Alves.
Damn it, I was Paul Messi.
Or just goes Paul Cannavaro. What? He goes Paul Maldini. That's like Paolo, mate. He's like, nah, I'm the Welsh one.
I'm Paul, like.
I'm Paul O Maldini. Like he's Irish. O Maldini.
Well, I'm Maldini.
Here's Paul O Maldini.
And that is Amrabat way over the bar. And if he was playing rugby, he just scored two.
If there is anyone out there called Paul who would change their name to O Maldini,
Please do it.
please
I'm gonna,
come on the show and do it.
I don't know many Pauls, but I'm
No.
gonna, no.
I know one who won't do it.
I know two. One that might consider it.
I think the other Paul is. I
Paul
know
Cook
one.
might do it.
Probably not.
But I went down to Chester and told Paul Cook, do you okay? Sorry. Cut to the post-match interview room for no reason whatsoever. I love it. I love it.
Got a randomised camera.
They fail to amaze. They never ever fail to impress me with how crap they are. Somehow we managed to fly through those 99 minutes.
Do that.
Someone just got pressed.
Is there like a cat in there just pressing things?
Tyndall on the
I know,
touchline.
the
Graham Scott was like, mate, get back.
One, they're allowed one person to attack the They currently have two. And they're like,
Both
if Tyndall gets is the other side of the technical area. He's technically not in the technical area. He's on the pitch.
So, who's your man of the match?
Anthony Gordon.
I'll go Kieran Trippier.
Yeah,
Just because he kept taking out.
he's getting all three on bonus all three bonuses in FPO as well. So
Any minute now. Brilliant from Joelinton. Rash's play whistle. Big win for Nick. Oh, well, he's just been trapped on the floor again.
clears it long.
Why haven't they
Trippier
been-
intercepts. Maguire's chasing him. Trippier takes him on. Maguire almost fouls him. That would have been a second yellow, and United would then have to play their other players. Maguire. And that's it. Or is it? It is not.
No.
Everyone's like, what's going
They
on
have to
here?
played 100 minutes, mate. Where have you got that? Oh, it is it.
I have no idea whether we're still playing. There we go. Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. What we have confirmed today is United are still not very good at football. Newcastle probably should have scored a lot more than they did. That's probably their most dominant performance of the season. And yes, I am putting that ahead of their 8-0 victory over Sheffield United. United offered nothing today. And quite frankly, Newcastle should have scored a lot more.
Well done.
But, yeah, good win for them. Got a goal again for Gordon, who's having a really, really positive season, really impressive campaign. And yeah, Newcastle, a crucial win so they look to climb the Premier League table. So, where does that leave things? Where does that put them in the standings? That rises them to 5th. And with Tottenham playing City tomorrow, you would be a fool to bet against them staying there. As for Manchester United, well, that drops them to 7th.
Whey!
Still only 9 points off top.
That is insane.
Which is insane, yes. They could drop as low as 9th tomorrow if Brighton and West Ham are both victorious, and Chelsea could close to within 5 points of them. So yeah, very interesting stuff.
Very interesting.
You have to see it. But yeah, that is everything. Thanks everyone that's tuned into today's stream. Thanks everyone that tuned in earlier for the Euro 2024 draw. We are back tomorrow with Manchester City versus Tottenham, and then a special edition of Premier League predictions coming your way on Monday. So look out for that. Loads of stuff coming this week. Very excited for it. Join us for all of it. That is everything for today, though. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.